wherever you are around the world, welcome to Diego C. Palace. This is a live watch along between none other than the USA versus Belgium. It's going to be an amazing fixture, I think. Is to see who wins this round of 30. It's not round 16 now, isn't it? Of course, sorry, round 16. It's moving along so fast as World Cup. And I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're all having a great time enjoying the World Cup. Please hit a like and subscribe to Diego C. Palace if you are new. And thank you very much for all the recent new subscribers, for all the likes, all the comments. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It would be amazing if you can, if you haven't done so. Right, I'm just going to check that the brightness is all okay or all fine. Let me just increase that there. I'm just going to bring the volume up a bit. Right, first things first. The match is about to kick off in about 25 minutes. I'll go through the lineups in a tick. I'm just going to quickly make sure that the sound is all fine in the live stream. I was getting a bit worried then. I'm going to log in. Right, let's just have a look and see. Let me just bring that up. Oh, let me get the other tablet on its way. This is the backup. See if this works. And yeah, looking forward to this. The USA have got a very good manager in Mauricio Pochettino, and looks like their team is ticking, is clicking into form for this World Cup. So it looks exciting. It looks like Florian Balogun is eligible to play. So good luck to him. He had a little spell at Crystal Palace and on loan spell. And so, yeah, looking forward to this. Also, Belgium, of course, have got very good football players, very experienced coach manager as well. And I put Romelu Lukaku on the thumbnail because I think he's still got a presence about him. I think he's still a good player. Is he is where he used to be before when he used to play for Chelsea, for Manchester United, and other football clubs. Um, Probably not so, but I think he still has an impact there to do. So for this match anyway, it could be the difference. Very experienced player there. Though I have to say that the Chelsea fans won't like him very much, I don't think, and the Manchester United fans. Should have mentioned that. Who knows? Let's not get into that just yet. I'm just waiting for it to come up, and then I'll just checking that the volume is all fine there. And I'm just going to check the other tablet as well. Always good to have a backup if you're a live streamer. Right, let's just check that the sound is all fine. Let's just see what we got here. I think this sounds okay. Let me just bring the brightness. I'm not sure if it's on ITV or on the BBC iPlayer. I'm just going to check it in a minute. I think it sounds all fine. So, what do we have here? That sounds all right to me. Right, let me just check the other tablet, make sure the backup is working. Oh, just 1 second, please. It's not working. Yes, it is. I think it's all right. Oh, let's see if that clicks into place there. But yes, thank you very much, all the new subscribers that I've had recently since I've been doing the watch alongs. I'm on 2,000 subscribers and on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I can't believe how amazing you all have been for all the likes, all the subscriptions, all the comments. Even though I haven't done that much content, but I'm really grateful. So thank you very much, everyone, and anyone who's shared it. I'm really grateful. Thank you very much. And yeah, looking forward to this. Let me just check that this is all working all right. Oh, I don't know. I think it sounds, yes, it says, yeah, that sounds okay. Right. All right, let's go. Oh, thank you very much. I've got a few comments there already. Thank you very much for doing that. I hope you're looking forward to this fixture. It's between the USA and Belgium. We all saw what happened. Congratulations to Spain. They managed to do it in the last hours there, uh, last few minutes, and they're through. It could well be the last time that we see Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, a very, very professional football player on and off the pitch. I think he's a lot of people can learn a few tricks off him on and off the pitch. I've never really heard too many professional football players say bad things about him. Um, but I think it may well be his last World Cup. But who knows? He might make the Euros. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just going to quickly try and get the lineups up, people, and I'll come to your comments. And let's have a look. So I've got to press that, and then uh, is it live on the? It looks like it's on the ITV. So let me get the lineups up first, which is, yeah, so 1 o'clock kickoff. So that's not been postponed, unlike the England game. And have you all caught up from watching England? Congratulations, England! What an amazing performance! All the England players, even the ones that came off the bench, and even the one that didn't play, and also get well soon. Anderson, no, no, it's the midfielder, the ex-Liverpool captain who won the Champions League with Liverpool. He had an accident after in the celebration, so I hope he gets well. I don't think he's going to feature for England in the rest of the competition, but you know, I hope he recovers from. I think it's an arm injury. I think he hurt his arm in the celebrations. But what an amazing performance by England! And congratulations to Mexico for having a great World Cup. I think the country of Mexico hosted they were co-hosts, and I think they did a magnificent job co-hosting the World Cup as well. So I think the Mexican players knew that they were up against a more experience side, and well done to Thomas Tuchel, and well done to Pickford, the England goalkeeper, because I've been giving him a lot of stick. Obviously, I would like Dean Henderson of Crystal Palace to be starting for England, but what an amazing match that Pickford has had. And congratulations where it's due. Right, the lineups have come up, and before I go any further, I've just got to quickly make sure I can get the match up. If I can't get the match up, I'm in trouble. So let me just get the match up. I think it's on ITV. Oh my God, I've had a few. Jordan Hendo, yes, absolutely, Jordan Henderson, and I have to say, if you ever, I'm not obviously, I don't understand Liverpool, but as a Crystal Palace fan, when Liverpool did win that Champions League, I remember him getting interviewed at the end of that, and um, very emotional captain for Liverpool when they won the Champions League, and so very, very experienced player. I would have loved to seen Adam Walton go to the World Cup instead of him. That's just me because I'm a Crystal Palace fan, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I hope he gets well. He looks like he had a nasty fall. I don't know if it's. I don't think it was his shoulder. I think he landed on his arm badly. But it's Hendo. Yes, I think that's his nickname. The Scousers will call him Henderson. So, but right. Let me just. Oh, I can't find the match. Is it on ITV or is it on? I can't find the match. I'm a little bit in trouble if I can't find the. Uh, is it here? Is it that one? I think I've got it. I don't know if I've got it out. Oh Lord. Uh, right. Let me just check my book because this will say here where it's on. So it's the USA versus Belgium, and it doesn't say. Oh blast! 1 second. I'm just trying to find the match. Oh no. Uh, it's the U. Is it not on? Is it not on the BBC or the ITV player? Oh Lord. Let me go back to the. Is it on the iPlayer? I'm just going to go to the iPlayer and see what we get there. Just 1 second. I'm trying to find the match. It's on the BBC. I do apologise, people. It's just that if I can't see the match, it's a little bit difficult to do a watch along if you can't see the match. You can do it other ways. There is other ways. Right, it is on the BBC iPlayer, people. Right, so then I can get rid of that one, and so that will be interesting. It's yeah, it's on the BBC iPlayer. Good morning or good afternoon to everybody in the chat. Good Lord, I've got so many comments. Oh wow! Thank you very much, everybody, for dropping in. If you're new, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Thank you for all the comments. Let's start with Roy Marsh 1234. All this talk about the Trump being getting Belgium no red card reinside is nonsense. The FA confirmed the foul was already been reviewed before Trump called. It's the fourth time this has happened in the World Cup. For me, I think it was a foul. Well, I don't know about what's going on at FIFA. I don't know anybody at FIFA. But what I do know is it was a foul. Was it endangering the other opponent on purpose? I don't think so. I think it was just what I call an attacking player's tackle. And sometimes they look worse when you play it back or when you see it live. They're just showing a replay of it. And it was really just out of balance. He was just trying to go there, put his foot down, and he was nowhere near the ball. But I don't think, as the time that we had Florian Balogun on loan at Crystal Palace, little that sort of. He doesn't. He's not one of those players that goes out to chop up somebody else, and so it's. So there is a few other yellow cards that could be red cards that could be rescinded, and as Roy Marsh says there, it could well be that the England defender might get his red card rescinded because he made contact with the ball, but the ball, when his leg landed on the ball, his leg went up into the Mexican defender. They're showing a clip of it. He made contact with it, but the um, and and he caught him with his stud. So hopefully Krishant will be available and eligible for the England game versus Norway. That's going to be a great match. Good evening or good morning to Ozan Kabak. He says, let's go, Diego. Let's go, Colombia. Damn it. Yes, let's go, Colombia. Vamos, Colombia. But today is going to be the USA versus Belgium. Mauricio Pochettino has been interviewed. Here we go. Let's have a look and see what they said. But thank you for your comment there, Ozan Kabak. Mauricio Pochettino is saying that he was focused in preparing his team players. So he's relating to the news. He says it's good news. So Mauricio Pochettino is grateful to have his striker available to put him into the starting lineup or not, whatever, but he's available. He's saying that he's doing. He's talking about Florian Balogun, and yeah, he's been doing a great job. He's their talisman up the top to get goals. And there you go. So that was Mauricio Pochettino, the USA manager coach, and this. I'm only here for your unfair anti-Arsenal rant. Oh Lord, start that again. Listen, let me tell you something. Arsenal fans, I asked you to do one thing, and that's to look after Ebrieze, and you kept him on the bench for 90 minutes. And I'm blaming you lot, Arsenal fans, for the fact that he started for England. Well, he didn't in the last match. He was on the bench. So I'm blaming you, Arsenal fans. Hold that thought. But yes, I will come back to the Arsenal fans because it's an outrage. You asked the Arsenal fans to do one thing, just one thing. Unbelievable, shocking. Ozan Kabak says CR7 100 play in 2030. Oh, right, okay, so he will. That will be based. Oh, that could be because I do believe that is Portugal, Morocco, and I think Spain might be co-hosting that World Cup. So we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, he's the same country: Portugal, Spain, and Morocco. Oh, duh, I didn't read your comment. Osam Kabak, yes, you're right. CR7 will play in the 2030. If there's a player that can stay fit between now and in 4 years, uh, if you were to pull up the name Cristiano Ronaldo, you'll probably find a way to stay fit. Will he return? By then, will he return back to Manchester United for a third time? That could be a possibility. That could be a possibility as an outsider looking into that football club, because at the moment, the Tottenham Hotspur fans, they are literally getting all the targets that Manchester United fans are going for. I'll never understand Tottenham fans or Manchester United fans, but it's all there to be seen. And then Osam Kabak says Jordan Hendo. Yes, that's his. It's Henderson, but yes, Hendo. I think the nickname for him, the Scousers up at Liverpool, they call him Hendo, and of course he won the Champions League and Premier League titles and other domestic cups as well for them. Um, Portugal, Spain sent me to sleep, says Roy Marsh. I heard about it. I was listening to it, but I was busy at the time. And I did watch the end a little bit at the end, and they won it in right at the end of the match. And I think they might have wanted to go for penalties, because once they went a goal down, Portugal then started coming out a bit open, coming up about upfield, and yeah. So big up to Roy there. It says England and Norway for a place in the World Cup semi-final is good as England could have possibly have hoped for. They deserve that. Every team that gets to the latter stages of this competition, or in the Euro or the UEFA, which is slightly different, or same different. FIFA and UEFA is different. Um, you got to earn your place. And I think watching that performance, for example, from England, I think they've clicked. I think they know they 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 can have a good nibble, a good bite at this World Cup, and they deserve their place. And the same with Norway. Norway beat Brazil, and I predicted during the last watch along that I did a prediction, and I said I kind of wish that I did the live watching, but I was busy at the time. But I did predict that Norway would upset the apple cart and beat Brazil, because I've said Brazil have been hot and cold, mostly all cold. They haven't clicked. Is Ancelotti the manager to take Brazil back to where they used to be before? For example, in Germany, in the in Deutschland, they've appointed Jurgen Klopp, a very, very experienced and very established manager. And I think Jurgen Klopp, in the instance of Germany, I think he will get the youngsters, the established players, and those who may be coming towards their playing careers. That not that many at Germany, but certainly the established to work a bit harder, a bit better. There's Chris Richards being interviewed there. Good luck, Chris Richards of Crystal Palace. I think that's a good appointment for Germany. I think that's a no-brainer. But for Brazil, yeah, that's out there. That's out there. I heard a little rumor that it might well be Mikel Arteta if he leaves Arsenal. Watch this space. I heard a little rumor somewhere, but nothing concrete. No talks between the manager of Arsenal and the Brazilian national squad, of course, federation. But watch this space, ladies and gentlemen. If that happens, you heard it here first. And then he goes, Walton, Foden, Palmer, Trent should have been selected by Tuchel. He has selected, this is Ozam Kabak saying, I think Tuchel's picked certainly players that have got a physical presence. He's doubled up in all positions twice over, and he's also selected players that are able to play in different formations, not different formations, different positions. And so I think he's gone for that. And yeah, he's upset the apple cart. You're also missing out Maguire. I also think you're missing out Tyreek Mitchell. I think Tyreek Mitchell should be there um, as a potential left back. Well, he's got 3 trophies in the last 2 seasons at Palace. Just to say a few things about him, but he's brilliant. The match hasn't started. Diego is already sweating. Yes, I am, because it's very warm. We're going through a heat wave at the moment. Uh, National anthems, ladies and gentlemen. Where are they playing? Where are they playing? I don't even know. They're in Seattle. There you go. National anthem of Belgium is being played. I'll go through the lineups quickly in the tick, just going through the chat, so I'll catch up with everybody. And Romar says, never forget, we could be facing Brazil instead of Norway. Yes, I think Norway won't be easy. Erling Haaland is getting the service from his midfield, from a we've got a Crystal Palace player there, Strong Larson there, as a backup or as a can play alongside Haaland in the false nine. That's the national anthem of. There's the Arsenal player there singing along with the national anthem for Belgium. Seems a good support for Belgium there in the Seattle Stadium. Yeah, we could not let this chance pass by. I think if England go to play against Norway and they think they can just turn up and just that'll be enough, I think they might be in for a shock. But yes, I do agree with you. I think that if Brazil were firing on all cylinders, defense, midfield, and attack, and the way they are renowned to play, um, they're doing now the national anthem of the USA. There's Chris Richards. Good luck, Chris Richards. He's starting and absolutely brilliant defender. He's done so well even after injuries, and he always puts his whole body and soul in any time that he plays for Crystal Palace. I just hope we don't lose him. Oh Lord, everyone seems to be coming in for our players at the moment. Um, and then says Klopp, the new German football manager. I will rubbish what? I will rub. This is Roy Marsh. I will rubbish the first goal from a corner that Germany get under his management. Somebody's given a bit of stick to Jurgen Klopp, and that's fine. But if your football club hasn't won the Champions League and you're having a pop at Jurgen Klopp and the Scousers and the Liverpool fans, I'm not taking. I don't need to look after the Liverpool fans or Jurgen Klopp. They can look after themselves. But I'm just saying, if your football club, there is a flyby by one, two, three, four airplanes as the national anthem has been sung in the Seattle Stadium. Everyone is doing selfies. Everyone's got their iPhones out there. Big up to everyone and those lovely comments there. And but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what materializes there. Um, I don't think all this smoke helps the players because they've got to run around for 90 minutes or so. Mind you, they do get a break. What's all this about hydration breaks? Never happened in my day. Oh, right, let's go into there's Romelu Lukaku giving the handshake. So that means he is on the lineups. Ladies and gentlemen, they're about to start. Let's go into the lineups. For the United States at the Seattle Stadium, we've got, of course, Mauricio Pochettino, the ex-Tottenham Hotspur Chelsea manager. But I still think he'll go back to Tottenham one day. Just got a feeling. But Mauricio Pochettino is the manager, head coach for the USA. It looks like a beautiful stadium there in Seattle. And lovely, glorious Sunday. So they've got a good weather for it. Unlike what happened in Mexico City, they had to delay it for an hour. An hour. Freezy is the goalkeeper for the USA. They have got an Crystal Palace player, backup goalkeeper. He's not on there. Oh, I hope he's all right. Yeah, Matt Turner. He's on the. He's on the. And so it's free seeing goal for the USA. Let's hurry up because it's going to decide. There's the VAR referees. Friedman, right back. Chris Richards alongside Green there. And Tony in defence as a back four for the Mauricio Pochettino's back line. In the midfield, he's got Adams, Tillman, and McKennie. And up top, he's got Florian Balogun, a little help from someone. Someone called home and got a little bit of a help. I'm just saying. I wish someone did that for the England players. They got a red card. Never mind. Dest, Pulisic, Christian Pulisic is starting, and he's vital for them. Of course, he's injury prone, but he's very important, I think, for the Mauricio Pochettino side. For the USA, his link-up play there from Adams and Tillman up there. I think Christian Pulisic is vital. So if they can get 60 minutes out of Christian Pulisic and say a 2 goal advantage over Belgium, I think probably if you talk to Mauricio Pochettino, any USA fan, they'll probably say they'll take that. As for Belgium, Rudy Garcia, as I say, a very, very experienced coach, manager. He's gone with Courtois, of course. Is he still at Real Madrid? I think he is. Well, and he was there for donkey's years. Courtois, and he's gone with the back four as well. Castagna and Goy, Chele, and the Cupra. That is the back line and the goalie for Belgium. It's about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. In the midfield pivot for Belgium, they've gone, Rudy Garcia's gone with Raskin and Onana. So different formation to the US. And Connor in a false nine or in a number 10 position. Role is Tillemans, and then you've got Trossard down that left hand side, Lubeko on the right hand side, and it's Lukaku's on the bench. So Lukaku, although he's on the bench, he'll be used as an impact substitute, no doubt. Kevin De Bruyne, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't make a start for Belgium. I'm sorry, mate. I'd start with Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe he's carrying an injury. I don't know, but he's a difficult midfielder to play against. Kevin De Bruyne. If he's fully fit, I'm sorry, mate. I would start Kevin De Bruyne, and Jeremy Doku. He's on the bench as well. I mean, I'd start with those two players. Obviously, I've seen them play against Crystal Palace, and they're difficult to get off the ball. It's kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. It's still 0-0. USA 0, Belgium 0. I don't know who they're going to face next, to be honest. We'll do the chart in a minute. I will find out in a minute. It's Belgium. Right, let's go back. So that's the lineup. Let me leave the lineup there. Oh, what's this? And it's absolutely important, I think, with these two sides, given what they've seen in other teams in this stage of the competition, the last 16, is that the first 10, 15 minutes, there's no red cards, there's no dodgy decisions, no errors. Oh my God! And there's an attempt from outside the penalty area, and I think it was Castagna there, and the USA goalkeeper Fraser, did he get a hand to that? Ball goes out, ball bounces out, so it's on the D of the penalty area, just in front of that. He licked it with his right foot there, and oh my days, oh my days. Corner here, ladies and gentlemen. Big up, oh, we've got some good, what's this? Diego, would you take Harvey Elliott on your squad? I will say absolutely 100% yes. I've been at Selhurst Park, standing in the Arthur Waite stand when Liverpool fans have been on my right hand side. They were like 5 or 6 seats away from me, and it was an evening kickoff. It was a draw in the end, and Jurgen Klopp was their manager at the time. And I've always said that this young man, Harvey Elliott for Liverpool at the time, why didn't he start? But then there was other people in the pecking order above him. You'll have to talk to Liverpool fans. They'll understand Liverpool better. But the point I'm trying to land on here is when Elliott came on for Liverpool, the Scousers on my right, they just went absolutely ballistic. They absolutely loved that player, what he brought to them, I suppose, for the club and to the team in any position. So he is a player that can understand the fabric, the identity of a football club, and just get stuck in. And I would take him up if he's not got a bad injury, and he looks like you can get over half a season out of him. Given how many players Crystal Palace might lose after this World Cup during this current transfer window, the way that Tottenham Hotspur are going around taking all the targets of Manchester United fans, of Arsenal fans, and all Liverpool fans, as an example, I just hope they don't come for our players. And if we need to get a squad, Well, this young man that you've mentioned, Harvey Elliott, he I wouldn't say no to him if he's fully fit, and if we can have him for a season. My days, he's a very experienced player. I would not say no to him. I've seen him play live, not at Anfield, but I've seen him play live at Selhurst Park, and I've seen what he brought to his side at Liverpool, and how the Liverpool fans just responded to that. And I was like, oh my days, just someone have a day off. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's one thing I can't stand is the Liverpool fans coming down to Selhurst Park and trying to do this and trying to tell me that. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. But when Elliot came on for them, Harvey Elliott came on, and that night when he came off the bench, it was about 3 seasons ago or 4 seasons ago. Oh, here we go. Jurgen Klopp and Harvey Elliott. They took a few minutes, a few seconds, and I had a selfie with them. It's all on my channel. It's all on there. You can see the. So they were very. Yeah, I didn't expect that. You don't get a selfie with Jurgen Klopp and Harvey Elliott any time of the day. So that was like, okay, I'll give you due respects for that. USA nil, Belgium nil. I think they're sizing each other up, and Belgium, USA are playing all in black, by the way, if I've got it right, and Belgium are playing in lighter colours. I don't think I've seen the USA play in the no, not in black. They're like I said, dark blue. It's a dark blue top. Oh, right. Good evening. Good evening to deluded Steve on my text. Good evening to, or good morning, I should say, to deleted Steve. I hope you're doing well. Is Colombia getting to the final, lad? Don't start me with that. Don't you start me with that. That's a heartbreaker. There's one thing that I've said. I did not want Colombia to meet either England or the USA. The England versus Colombia, it could happen if Colombia overcome the match that they've got next, and then the following match, and then they might meet England in the semi-finals if England beat Finland. No, not Finland, Norway. What am I talking about? Oh dear, I just confused those two Scandinavian countries. That's a big no-no. Anyway, and so yeah, that's a heartbreaker for me. I don't get me started. I'll just you say you wind up much. I don't know what you guys are like. Oh my days! So big up to you to deleted Steve. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. USA nil, Belgium nil, and we are on approaching 6 minutes here. We're all in the Belgium side. Oh, there's a foul there. You know what? The camera angle is just too far out for me. Maybe just getting on, I can't see. Good morning, good evening to the Beezle Tweezle Tweezle. I've still got the beetroot for the Beezle Tweezle. Here we go. It's not wine. It's not a rouge. It's not a Shiraz. It's beetroot juice with cucumber and grapes and beetroot. And there's a player gone down injured there for Belgium. And there's a strong, I think there are more USA fans there in the Seattle stadium, no doubt. But there is, I can see a few Belgian fans there. So big up to the deluded Steve. Thank you for dropping in. And Beezle, Tweezle, Freezle, Tweezle, Lolly Win Ronaldo, Rodicio Reaction, Sweedle, Freezle, Tweezle, Footy. I've already spoken about Ronaldo. I thought that he might be his last World Cup. But the fact that this great fact by Ozan Kabak mentioned earlier on, yes, the next World Cup, ladies and gentlemen, in 4 years' time, it's going to be co-hosted by Morocco, Spain. Oh, here we go. That's a goal shot. Oh, nearly a goal. Ball across the penalty area here for Belgium. That's a brilliant ball forward play there by Belgium. And I tell you something, the USA, they need to pull their sleeves up. I might pull my sleeves up because I'm getting so hot in here. If you know, you know. Big up to Ozan Kabak. She's put a question mark. Is that who? What? Yeah, is this because they're having a go at Ronaldo? Is there? Listen, Ronaldo, a very professional player on and off the pitch. I think if you want to get the lowdown of Cristiano Ronaldo, you really need to talk to the people that where he's played as a player. Obviously, La Real Madrid and Barcelona. So it is was. Oh right. Beazle Tweezle Tweezle said with Ozan Kabak must be confused with how me and Diego communicate. Tweezle Tweezle Sweezle. Yeah, it's like the if you ever watch Star Trek. If you ever watch Star Trek and you got the Klingons, there's a Klingon way of speaking. And there's a goal, surely. And as we speak, and I told you, the USA need to pull their sleeves up. And Belgium has just taken a goal there. Mauricio Pochettino is sitting down going like this. Listen, lad, if my manager just goes a goal down and he's sitting there like this, nah, I'm sorry, what's he waiting for? Uh, a little prawn sandwich to come along and a little cup of champagne. Get up, get in your box and shout out some instructions. USA nil, Belgium won. I did say a few minutes ago that the USA were suffering a little bit on defence here. Ball whipped off to the left-hand side. Not pressing enough off the ball by the USA. They tried to header the ball out. Why is the right back headering the ball into the penalty area? I was always told as a defender, if you're in the defence of your defence and you get the ball on your head, you get it away from the penalty area over to the touchline. You get it outfield, but you don't head it infield. It's a madness. Absolute scenes there, but it was the scenes after that. Big up to you. The Dwang, please don't use that word here. If I could ask you not to use that word here. But big up to the Dwang banner. Go Mexico. I hate. Oh, you don't like the Mexico. Listen, if what you like, what you don't like, that's up to you, look. But please don't use that B word in my chat if you can, if you don't have to, please. But if you don't like a particular team or a particular nation, that's your cup of tea. That's not mine. But I could tell you something. Belgium have turned on the lights in the sense that they were really cold up coming up in the group stages and getting to this stage. They've got a player down here. Who's this referee? I can't recognise him. I've seen him before. Adam Mohamed Tuman. I've seen him before refereeing another match. Just recognise the face. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego Sid Palace. I don't understand why Mauricio Pochettino was sitting down while his goal was taking a hit there for a goal. If my manager loses a goal early doors for a mistake like that, bad defending, I'd want my manager on the touchline, sort it out. And I hate the United States. Chris Richard must have defended better. Diego, I'll have a word. I'll never have a word against Chris Richard. Listen, Chris Richard was not he's not the right back. It was the right back, the defender. Who is it? Who's the lad? Freeman. It was playing 2-3. Is he related to Dougie Freeman? Who knows? But Freeman, the right back for the USA, if you watch the replay, the ball came to me, he headed it infield, just in front of the penalty area. You header it away. I've just clipped my neck. I've got an injury, ladies and gentlemen. Just doing that. I should have done my warm up. Oh dear. But yes, you get what I'm saying. Ouch. But anyway, as a defender, the ball comes to you. It's basic. Sunday league. You header away to touchline or upfield. You don't head it in front of your penalty area. What's all that about? So it wasn't Richards. Richard would have put it upfield, mate. No. Chris Richard was not at fault of that goal. Oh shoot, he's down injured. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh my god, I've got a neck injury now. Richards gets slapped on the face by the ball. Oh, he's always in the wars, Chris Richards. He'll get up. He's a soldier. He'll get up. He can have claret coming down in Chris Richards, and he'll still play. If he's got a headache, he'll just tell the medic or the physio, whoever it is. You say, just give us a paracetamol, ibuprofen. I'll carry on. Real talk. Chris Richards is a soldier out there. Believe me. I love about it's his fault. Well, it's not his fault. It wasn't his fault. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Look into my eye. Chris Richards there, best defender there, mate. But I tell you what, the midfield for the USA are not protecting the backline, and Belgium are they're in again here. There is not enough pressing off the ball by the USA, and the balls are getting whipped in from the right hand side. Good call catching there, and this is Trossard. There, I think it's Trossard is leaving Arsenal. The only thing I know about Arsenal fans is that they let me down with Eze. They're just putting him on the bench. But I think Trossard is leaving Arsenal, and he's having a worthy of a match there. So are they going to miss all that next season? Trossard is having a good start for Belgium, and at the moment, look, there's Chris Richards there getting he went through his legs, but it's just he's having a little day off. No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. That was before. If before they crossed the ball in, there was another ball that came out to the right back, and then says, "Oh, sorry, in Mexico the word is very common. In English, no, it's all right. It's all right. Big up to the Dwayne. Yeah, no, it's all right. It's just I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble with the stream. I don't like that word anyway." But big up to the Dwayne. Get the banners out at half time. I guess Colombia is different. Yes. Certain words in certain dialects and certain nations is used a bit more common and all that. But yeah, I get it. Diego's just injured his neck. Now listen. No, don't. No. Wait a minute. I got an injury there because it was a dodgy comment. But you're saying that it's Chris Richards that's at fault there. No way. I will never have a word against Chris Richards. Listen, that lad there, he can have claret coming down his neck, off his head, down his nose, off his mouth, and he was just like, give us a bandage, I'll sort it out. And he'll carry on soldiering for Crystal Palace as a defender. Don't you forget that with Chris Richards, we went to Wembley, and Chris Richards lifted that FA Cup final. And the Manchester City fans, they were chewing on a lemon like Pep Guardiola, and he had his 10 minutes because 1, 2, 3, 4, City, get battered, City. Now, let's not start that. I might jinx it with Haaland up against England now with that. But don't you get me started singing now, I'll lose viewers. But I'll tell you something, Richard is at fault. He's not at fault. It was before that the ball came into the penalty area, and the right back Freeman, he headed the ball towards the middle of the penalty area as the attackers were coming in. You don't do that. You go like that. Ouch! And I just pulled a. Can you pull a hamstring there? I don't even know. He got some ointment. Look, Mauricio Pochettino is still sitting down. He's still sitting down. What's all that about? Diego's injured his neck. No. I just didn't do my warm up properly. Chris should have prevented that cross, Diego, bro. No. He's in front of the goal. If he makes any contact, listen, I used to play back in my heyday. If you're in the back line there, and if you make any contact as the ball's coming towards the goal, you can score an own goal. So it could have been a wheezy little tactical move there by Chris Richard by just letting the ball go through his legs. If you know, you know. I'll stand by Chris Richards. He was all right. This is better than Olahui. Listen, don't you start with Mark Gahey if that's what you're having about. Don't you start with Gahey. Hold on a minute. Someone's down. Someone's been chopped up here. Was it off the field? Off the ball? I didn't see that. I'm going back to the beetroot juice. Maybe this will help my. I should have done my warm up. That's your fault. Telling me about Chris Richards was at fault for that. The fault was the ball being allowed to cross in the first place. The midfield are not protecting the back line of the United States back line. They were giving protection to their goalkeeper. Freezy, the goalkeeper for the USA, has been the busiest person there. Real talk. Yeah, there's a player down injured. When the players don't move much on they've been down injured. Let's have a look. Let's have a little butchers here. He goes down. No, he twisted his right leg. There you go. It's Duan is I think that's Onana. Is it Onana that's gone down? He's busted his left. It's the way he came down. So it's not. The opposition player is not going to do. Uno dos tres to get battered. So do no. You got the song wrong. Oh, I'll sing it right. One. I'm doing this to correct the Dwang. So City fans, I'm not having a pop at you, but this the Dwang get the banners out properly. I'm not going to say who they support because it's a bit obvious. Get the banners out because they always throw their players and their managers underneath the bus. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. City get battered. City get battered. Everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. 1, 2, 3, 4. City. And that's what we did. Chris Richard went to that Wembley, made Wembley his home, second home from Selhurst Park, and we won that FA Cup. So don't you come telling me that Chris Richards is responsible for any mistakes. Real talk. And someone's getting ready here. He looks a tall lad. He looks like the tallest person there. So an injury. Somebody's coming, and it's like the match for Colombia versus two players got injured early doors. Again, not enough work off the ball by the USA, in my opinion. Oh, here we go. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Oh, nearly there. There you go. And now there's a Belgian player already on the. What's going on with these Belgian players? They're all getting chopped up. They're all on the floor. Have they just turned up to lay on the grass? It's not a head injury. The man's holding his rib. I thought they only stopped the play when it's a head injury or a neck injury, like I had about 5 minutes ago. Look, he's just winded. He's just lost his wind. Let's have a look. What's happened here? He was on his own. He's collided with his own player. His own player hit him on the hip and he's down injured. The USA fans are not having it. Onana's come off and Vaikanen has come on. What's all that about? Now, when I used to play back in the day, if it's not a head injury, you just carry on playing. You play to the whistle. Here's the USA now. Better from them. They need to switch the ball. They've failed to do so. There you go. There's a midfielder there for Belgium getting the ball. Now it's all gone down the left-hand side. Oh, hello. No, it's not. It's a foul. That was a good run forward by. It's not Lukaku. It's Luke Bako. I can't pronounce his surname. It's a bit of a mouthful. All right there. Chris was then partly out of full. I consider to go 50 out of full in it. No. Not even 50%. What percentage is that? You must be one of those persons that go, I'll have 20% of that. If you know, you know. No. Chris Richard was not at fault there. What happened? Look, I tell you what happened before the ball went through the legs of Chris Richards on that attack from Belgium. If you look at the play before that, the ball came into the penalty area of the USA and Freeman headed the ball infield. As an experience, back in the day, in my heyday, I used to play football. If you're a defender and the ball's coming to you, it's not scientific. You don't have to watch all the Star Trek. It's logical, right? You headed the ball and you head her away at the touch, or you you headed the ball away. You headed the ball away. You just clicked my neck again. My neck's gone again. So it's not Richard's fault. It's Freeman's. And then the ball came in, and that's when the ball came back in. Oh my God, on my days, Chris is almost considered another goal. No. Well, he's just had a whack on the ball in the face. And do you see, credit to Chris Richards. I've seen Chris Richards play for Crystal Palace. And there has been times where he's got leg injuries, where there is blood coming down from it. Literally, it's claret coming down. It could be seen as a Shiraz a vintage Shiraz being poured down, and he's just like shaking it off, and he carries on battling for Crystal Palace. That's why we win trophies at Crystal Palace every season. We won the FA Cup, the Community Shield, and the Europa Conference League. And someone's gone off there into the advertising boards. At Crystal Palace, we do trophies because of players like Chris Richards, and um, unlike those Arsenal fans, unlike those okay, they won the Premier League. Okay, I'll stop there. Unlike those Manchester United fans, unlike those Liverpool fans, unlike those Newcastle fans, unlike those Tottenham Hotspur fans, we do trophies at Crystal Palace because we have players that we have engaged. We brought them in. They've developed. They've hit the fabric of the identity of the club at Crystal Palace. At Palace at Selhurst, we do the best match day experience, and that's why we land trophies. Unlike other Premier League teams, they're just jealous. They're just jealous. That's all it is. I'll tell you something. There's one that knows what I'm talking about. All football 90. Big up to all football. No, big up to Ozan Kabak. But big up to all football 90. They know about Crystal Palace and Chris Richards. Chris Richards, he will soldier for you. Hello guys, Diego will be booing Glasner when he comes back to Selhurst Park. Listen, don't get me started. Listen. The man came and he did what it is. In South America, there's a song, Lo que pasó, pasó. Lo que pasó, pasó. That's what it is. What happened, happened. But he didn't leave while he was still in the middle of the season. Why would I be bitter about that? Well, listen, big up to all football. They know what I'm talking about. Um, Now, let me tell you something though. If Oliver Glasner starts getting the likes of Adam Moulton, key players that belong to Crystal Palace over there, I don't think Steve Parish will let that happen. Adam Moulton has been linked to La Real Madrid, Los Galacticos, and apparently the word on the street is it's 120 million euros. And obviously, Manchester United fans can't afford that kind of thing. Only Tottenham fans can afford those kind of salaries of buying a player. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be. But no, Glasner is going to go over there. But he's a good manager. He's still a good manager, but it's not going to work. It's not because of the football club of Nottingham Forest. It's the man who owns and runs Nottingham Forest. He won't give him a season. He'll jump ship. I guarantee you. And it's a fact that Oliver Glasner has proven on his CV that wherever he goes, he lands trophies. And the Nottingham Forest manager, he's not my Nottingham Forest owner. He's just not my cup of tea. I could say some really horrible things about him. It's not my cup of tea. Ladies and gentlemen, an injury to Onana. It's an Everton player, isn't it? Onana. He's gone off injured, and Van Aken has come on. They're doing a hydration break now, I think. You're having all these breaks. Unbelievable. Spot on. I've solid a lot of mixed opportunities currently, but I'm with you. I call Chris Richard the captain of America. There you go, captain of America. Listen, man, the man is undercover the Marvel. He's one of the Avengers. If you know, you know. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Chris Richard is undercover one of the Avengers. Real talk. Real talk. That man will walk through fire, and that's why we land trophies at Selhurst Park. The Dwang is like, the Dwang get the banners out. It's all like, listen, I'm telling you, man, I will not have. Chris Richards is a good defender. He's probably the better defender of the club that you support. Real talk. They wouldn't walk into. Here is the USA down the left hand side. They need to get the ball to Christian Pulisic more. He hasn't had any service up there. He's had to track back. They've got the ball now, so they need to make something of it. The Dwang is just like, you know what? It is what it is. Same old, same old. Lo que pasó, pasó. Lo que pasa, pasa. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the USA nil, Belgium 1. What was my prediction for this match anyway? I can't even remember. I did predict that Brazil would lose against Norway. You can check out my last live stream. I did predict that. I can't remember what I predicted for the US versus Belgium. I think I might have predicted a Belgium win, but I can't remember what on what basis. Was it penalties or no? But at the time when I did the prediction for for that, Froling Balogun was off. He wasn't allowed because he got that red card. My reaction to it told me off. Oh, she. Big up to the twang. I can't. The twang. Oh, listen. If you know, you know. I can't do the deep voice because I've got a neck injury. I should have done my warm up. Please give it the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Are we going to see an upset? Is another co-host of the World Cup going to be knocked out? In the early hours, England beat Mexico, and Mexico got knocked out. This one is more even now because the US are getting more of the ball. And I see with Captain America, Chris Richards, do you know what I mean? He's one of the Avengers. If you know, you know. And he goes, nah, my club got Joe Gomez in it. You got Joe Gomez. Oh shit, that name does ring a bell. I'm gonna have to Google it now. It does ring a bell. It will come to me. Give us another clue. Do you remember that program back in the day? Give us a clue. Give us how many syllables and how many vowels has it got? On USA 0, Belgium 1, USA going to an attack. Ball goes into foreign Balogun. That's a foul on him. Referee. Balogun just got chopped up from behind. It's a clumsy tackle, and this is a crucial free kick now for the USA. Who takes the free kicks for the USA? Captain Marvel was chopped up from behind. Joe Gomez grew up in southeast London, close to Selhurst Park. He loved us, his true heart. There you go. Look into my eye. Beezle Tweezle, look into my eye. Does anyone know where I get that? Where look into my eye? I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. If you guys can't figure it out, I'll tell you. But look into my eye. It comes from a film. I'll give you a clue. It's a science fiction film. And it's Look Into My Eye. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. USA 0, Belgium 1. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from outside the area. Oh, my days. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. It is now the USA 1, Belgium 0. And what a way to score. Tillman, look at that free kick. Roberto Carlos, move aside. And this is off. Florlin having a knock on there. The USA fans are going absolute nuts there at the Seattle Stadium. And he looked at the ball. He breathed in, breathed out. And with his right foot, he got a deflection. Ladies and gentlemen, he got a deflection. One of the header off the wall. The goalkeeper was going the right angle. Yeah, you're right. It's a deflected. The film is called Look Into My Eye. No, you don't remember that. That's not the name of the film. But big up to you to try to guess it. Oh my days, what you like? That is USA 1, Belgium 1. I told you that this is a lot tied to the game that we've seen in other fixtures. But at the time when I did my prediction, I was understanding that Florent Balogun had received that suspension for this game. So I'm not flip-flopping. We don't flip-flop. Crystal Palace fans, we do not flip-flop. We don't throw our players or our managers underneath the buses. We leave that to the Tottenham fans, to the Manchester United fans, to the Arsenal fans, to the Liverpool fans. And now it's Belgium on their attack. At Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace fans, we don't do that. And at Diego C. Palace, nothing to do with the football club, by the way. Oh, there's the goal! There's the second goal! It's the second goal, ladies and gentlemen. It's goals galore. It's end to end. Look into my eye. It's gone. Belgium 2. Belgium 2, USA 1, and Mauricio Pochettino's had enough. He's gone back and sat down. Is he on the blower to Daniel Levy to get himself back to Tottenham Hotspur? Oh no, Daniel Levy, he was thrown underneath the bus by the Tottenham fans. No, Mauricio Pochettino, look at this goal. Left-hand side, Trossard is having a blinder of a game. Arsenal fans, are you sure you want to get rid of Trossard? Do you know what? You need to... He got cooked. Wow, what a cross. What a cross. I'll tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This youngster, Ketelare for Belgium, what a cross. And Mauricio Pochettino has just kicked the water bottles. And his defenders are not winning. He needs to change that right back for the United States. Chris Richards can't be Captain Marvel and be an Avenger all on his own. That's terrible. How they allowed that cross to come in. Real talk. Diego, can you look into my... I got it. That film is The Aliens. No, it's Alien or Alien? No, not Alien, the first film. The second science fiction film, Aliens. And there was a captain there. No, it was a sergeant. I can't remember the sergeant's name. And when they all woke up, when they were about to get to the mission in the spaceship, Corporal something, I can't remember his name. He goes, the floor is cold. And then the sergeant said, look into my eye. And that's what it was. And that's what it was. If you know, you know. So I'll tell you what, the US, Mauricio Pochettino needs to change his right back. Freeman is getting cooked. He's allowing 2 free players. Every attack is coming down that left-hand side of Belgium, and on the right-hand side, United States, they can't defend, stop them from going around, getting those whipped in. He does look a bit young. That man, Freeman, it looks like he hasn't shaved, so maybe just he ain't got an experienced right back. And I would change it to a 3 at the back, and then Richards do that role. If you know, you know. Diego, can you pick up to the Dwayne? Oh my days, Chris Fisher should have helped Tim Ream in the clear the ball, Diego. No, listen, he can't be in 2 places at once. You can't be wearing the Marvel, the Avengers outfit of Captain America and playing football for the USA at the same time. Someone might know about it. It's supposed to be a secret. Shh. Chris Richards is Captain America, Marvel, for Crystal Palace. It's supposed to be a secret. You can't do that and do this at the same time. It's difficult to multitask. Miss Penelope in the building. Big up to Miss Penelope. You guys are killing me, man. I don't know what to do, man. You guys are mad. I thought I was mad. You know what? With that, given the fact that I got myself a neck injury there, but in comes Miss Penelope. I'm taking a break. You guys are killing me. Maybe this will help my neck injury. If you know, you know. You shouldn't eat chocolate at this time in the morning, but it is what it is. Big up to 353 SDC channel 67. Miss Penelope there, tapping in. And what a game. USA 1, Belgium 2. The USA haven't got any water bottles on their touchline because Mauricio Pochettino has just kicked them all into the crowd. Like, real talk. He's gone with a huff and a puff back to his bench. I don't like to see that. I would like to see my manager get on the touchline and shout in instructions and encouragement to the players. And it's just where Diego has gone all nervous. No. I've got having a... Remember to eat and to drink while you watch your football. I've never taken a break during a live watch along. Never. None of these hydration breaks. There's more goals in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's this is I'm going to increase the... Okay, it's a bit bigger, so I can't see. Ball out on the right-hand side now for Belgium, reaching 38 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Are they going to extend their lead before half-time, or are the USA going to get another free kick? Back here, there. Good defending there from USA there, but it's a corner now to Belgium. See, the Belgium coaching stuff, that's Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is losing his nut there on the bench. I will start with Kevin De Bruyne and Doku. But what do I know? They are winning 2-1, I suppose. Corner here, ladies and gentlemen, for Belgium in the Seattle Stadium. USA 1, Belgium 2. Oh, my days! They nearly scored a third goal. And here's a transitional play here. The USA, oh, they lost the ball. They can't keep the ball at the moment, USA. The USA have hardly done any service up to Florian Balogun. He's not had a nibble of the ball. This is how hard the intensity of the work of the Belgian players off the ball, when they have been off the ball, and just not allowing the USA to settle in that transition from defense to attack. They can't do it. Big up to the Dwayne. What's this? The same Malik Freeman that scored the goal needs to be subbed out, Diego. Was he the one that scored the goal? No way. No, it can't be, is it? Let me have a look. Oh, shit, did I make that mistake? Oh, yeah. No, it was Tillman who scored for the USA. I'm talking about Freeman. Tillman is playing on the left-hand side. No, don't take off the goal scorer. The USA did a goal. But they did get a deflection, though. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Diego has got all nervous. No, I haven't got all nervous. I'm trying to recover from my neck injury. Diego did Ozan Kabak play centre back in 2010. I do remember him as a player. I just want to remember what team he played for. But I do. The name does ring a bell. I'm not even lying. I don't know. Imagine if it was him. USA 1, Belgium 2. Let's have a look. Well, Belgium are seeing the end of this the first half with most of the possession, playing in front of the USA. There's Chris Richards. Did you see what Chris Richards done? How is that a foul? It's 50-50. You can't give a foul against Chris Richard. He's Captain America for Crystal Palace. He's literally one of their Avengers. Trossard, typical. Do you know what? Trossard is having a blinder of a game. Arsenal fans, are you sure you want to let go of him? Big up to Miss Penelope. It looks like there's a ball in the goal already. It must be a water bottle. Free kick to Belgium, 42 minutes. Oh, this is second, third. Oh my God! That should be the third goal for Belgium. If that would have been Romelu Lukaku, he would have scored them. Real talk. If you talk to any Chelsea fan, I know the Chelsea fans don't like Lukaku because of how he left their club. You know what I mean? Let's not bring that up. But I'm just saying, or Manchester United fans, how they threw him underneath the bus as well. But if Lukaku would have got that header there, that would have been Belgium free 3-1, even though he's lost a bit of a pace to his game. Not enough on the ball for Christian Pulisic, not enough link-up play between him and Frolin Balogun for the USA. Now they've got the ball down that left-hand side. You see how the right back for Belgium sees the player out to touch. You don't let them come and whip the ball in. There's Chris Richards, Captain America. Who is the captain for the USA today anyway? Let me just check. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It's McKennie, yeah. Oh, no, it's not McKennie. It's Ream. Of course it's Ream, isn't it? I can't. It won't let me... Please, if you're new, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. The USA won, Belgium 2. I did say that Belgium will probably edge this, but when I did do my prediction for this, Florian Balogun was suspended at the time. But in this match, throughout this first half, not enough working off the ball by the midfield of, in my opinion, of the USA up against Belgium. They've dominated it. And also there have been defensive errors on the right back of the USA. Friedman has been given the freedom for the other players to come in and whip balls in. And, you know, Chris Richards, he can't do it all on himself. Real talk. So, but the USA came back with a good free kick here. Why is the referee blowing the whistle? There's the guy who's throwing the throw in there. Why is the referee having a go at Chris Richards? Doesn't he know that he's Captain America from Crystal Palace? He can't do that. Tillman, the goal scorer for the USA, throwing the ball in now. Let's see what happens here. They've scored from a set piece. Can the USA... Oh, hello. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. How did he miss? How did he miss? How did Florian Balogun, how did he miss that? How in the blouse and... What was he thinking? Blouse and skirt or something? He's got to score there. He's got to hit the target there. He's within 5 yards of the Belgian goalkeeper and the goal. Christian Pulisic is going to do a corner here. He's got to get it on target. If he gets it on target, I don't think the keeper for Belgium gets a touch on it. What's going on with this referee? Is he going to have another go at Chris Richards? Mauricio Pochettino needs to pull his finger. He's been sitting on the bench. Balogun should have got the equaliser there for Belgium there in the last minute there, on 45 minutes. Look, the ball... Oh, something's happened. Oh, it wasn't a corner in the first place. Oh, I don't know what's happened these days. Or maybe someone made a phone call and then they denied that opportunity. Let's not get involved. Look, USA 1, Belgium 2. A bit better from the USA ending this first half. But the man of the match for me, as a neutral here, I'm saying Trossard is the man of the match. He's absolutely bossed this match here. And Arsenal fans, are you sure you want to let go of a player like that? Remember, he helped you win the Premier League last season. But what do I know about Arsenal? But if Belgium get another goal here in injury time, Mauricio Pochettino has really got to sort himself out at half-time. It's like they're playing like individuals. The USA players are playing like individuals. There's just no link-up play between themselves. They're allowing the Belgian players to go down that left-hand side on their right-hand side and they're getting chopped up. Mixed support there, of course. You've got Belgium supporters and USA supporters there in the Seattle Stadium. And Friedman there with a throw-in. A good free kick from him on target. And here's a breakaway here. Here's a breakaway for the US. Des on the ball. Oh, he's lost the ball. Oh, you got to pass it there, mate. You got to pass the ball. When you're flying forward there, you got to look and you got to know where your midfielder is coming up. Just pass the ball. Mauricio Pochettino will be furious on that because they've created half chances and they've not gone into that last third and created a shooting shot. And the USA are suffering with balls whipped in from the left and the right-hand side, and Trossard is literally cooking the USA right back, Freeman. If you know, you know. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Trossard there. There's Freeman there. That time. And, oh, hello. Oh, my days. And Belgium could have scored another goal, but it was a miss by... Mauricio Pochettino does not look comfortable there in that dugout. I don't think that helps the players. I think the manager needs to get in the technical area and start telling players encouragement and helping them get into this space, move a bit higher up or whatever. But at the moment, it looks like it's going to end 2-1 this first half. We're in injury time. Ball through the forward. He's bullering. Oh my God, he's nearly got it past the goalkeeper. Nearly. So, and that's about three times, it might be 2 times during the first half that there's been a bit of a quality pass up towards Florian Balogun, and he fluffed off his line for the second time there. He should have scored one, Balogun, in this first half, around 45 minutes. You lot would have scored that. This is a Belgium side without Doku, without Kevin De Bruyne. This is a Belgium side without Lukaku. They're all on the bench. The USA haven't got those caliber of players on the bench. The USA can't afford to go down another goal. The squad depth of Belgium, of the Belgian manager Garcia, what he has available is on a different level to what the USA have available to Mauricio Pochettino, in my opinion. So they can't go down another goal. They need to create a set piece where they can have a little pop at the other end, like how they got the first goal. Oh, Chris Richard might not get to that, but he does because they're playing. This is good from... That's good. Ball forward now for Balogun. That's a corner, surely. Good defending there from Belgium. See, that's the job of the defender. You see the ball out. The error for the first goal for the Belgium goal, for the USA part, is the right back for the USA did not head the ball out to touch. He headed the ball in towards the front of the penalty area, of his own penalty area. You don't do that as a defender. You've got to header the ball away out to touch or outfield away. You don't header it. And what happened? They came back and they scored. Here's the USA with a corner. I think that ball might have went out of play. Pulisic. I think the ball went out of play. I think that is time out, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And it's ended. It's half time, ladies and gentlemen. It is the USA 1, Belgium 2. For me, Trossard, I don't know what he plays for now because he used to be an Arsenal player. I think he has left Arsenal. But he's man of the match so far for Belgium. Mauricio Pochettino got a lot of food for thought there. I don't like his reaction on the bench. He was kicking the water bottles. He was groaning and puffing. And for me, as a manager, as the first coach, showing that to your opposition, it's not a good thing, number one. And number two, your players are suffering out there. They're playing like individuals, not as a team that you set them up to do. So kicking water bottles on the touchline is not good enough. So he needs to sort that out. It may be frustration, expectations of what he felt these players can do. But Do Tottenham Hotspur, do they want Mauricio Pochettino back at Tottenham? Probably. That's their backup plan for Tottenham fans. They'll probably, yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal they're showing. Oh my days! There you go. Bad defending, and then Belgium, well forward there. Too many. They're allowed to have 1, 2 touches inside the opposition penalty area. You're going to get punished. You're going to get punished. There's a good free kick, and the goalkeeper dived through the wrong end, and that's the equalizer for Freeman there. Yeah, it's a big deflection. Because I thought it was a bit strange that it went down the middle. And the USA fans are going nuts out there, celebrating. This is Trossard down that left-hand side. He had 2 defenders to get around, and he got around both of them. Trossard, what made that goal there was Trossard down that left-hand side. So Arsenal fans, are you going to miss that next season? That's just bad defending. There you go. I'm going to have a look see who's on the bench for these people. Let me just have a look and see. So is another co-host nation now going to be leaving the World Cup? I don't know. Right. They're showing earlier on the game between Spain and, let's go back to that. Spain and Portugal, and it was right at the end, if I'm not mistaken there. I think for me, from what I heard, because I didn't see that match, it was that Portugal were too defensive. And only until they conceded the goal right at the end, they started to come out and attack Spain. In the previous game, where it went to penalties, or it didn't go to penalties, Portugal brought on. You know what? I'm intrigued to know if the Portuguese manager, what's his name? I don't rate him. Why is it doing this? It won't let me go into it. Oh, there we are. There it is. I got it. Right. So did he substituted? Oh. No, he didn't substitute Bruno Fernandes this time. In the last match he did at half time, but he kept him on. He did his substitutes. That's the manager for Portugal, Roberto Martinez. I will never have him at Palace. It looks like he brought on his changes around too late. Bernardo Silva coming on for Vitinha. Diogo Dalot came on around 70 minutes, and Francisco Conceição came on, replacing Pedro Neto. And it was all too late. But again, in the end, it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Mikel Mourinho who scored the goal. Yeah, it was. It was Torres who assisted him. Ronaldo has shot on there. I think if there is a player that can stay fit for 4 years, it'll probably be him. But then Bruno Fernandes, ball over the top. So they had opportunities there, Portugal, but it's just in the last third, they just couldn't get it over the line. Lamine Yamal, what an amazing talent Lamine Yamal is. When he cuts in, when Lamine Yamal cuts in and he hits it with that left foot of his, it must be so difficult to defend against. Look at his left foot, Lamine Yamal, on target, making the keeper make a save. Vainia, that's a good save by the keeper. Please keep hitting the likes. Just watching a little replay there of Portugal versus Spain. At halftime, it has ended Belgium 2, the USA 1. USA playing like individuals. Mauricio Pochettino's kicking water bottles all over the place. There's Cucurella, who's a very frustrating player to see play against your team, believe me. Pedri, oh, that's offside anyway. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe at Diego Super. Actually, I might take a little break for 3 minutes. Um, I'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They're showing a replay of the Portugal versus Spain. Just waiting to see the goal. Oh, how did Ronaldo miss that? He got it on target, but the keeper got it. All he can do is just get it on target, but the keeper did track back and then dive and caught it. So Portugal did have their chances. I thought they were playing too negatively in the first half, certainly. Off the crossbar. So it was nearly an upset. Spain switching off their defending there, and he came off the woodwork of the crossbar. Did he get a deflection? No. Oh, he did get a deflection. It came off one of the defenders. They're in the second half, 56 minutes. This is Portugal versus Spain. It is half-time. Lamine Yamal, how do you defend against Lamine Yamal? Down that right-hand side. Is Lamine Yamal better than Bukayo Saka? I think he is. Well, is he better than Daniel Munoz in that position? Oh, I can't throw Daniel Munoz underneath the bus. I don't know. Portugal 0, Spain 0, 61 minutes. They're just showing replays of it. I was going to go and take a break, but this is interesting. Spain, Pedri from outside the area. So Portugal did keep Spain from attacking within outside shots, outside their penalty area. But they just couldn't get it over the last. Why did this is what I'm talking about, the manager for Martinez, Roberto Martinez. Why did he leave his substitution so late? I would have brought Conchiao a bit earlier on. Lamine Yamal taking the free kicks. Such a young man, such a mature. He doesn't. And there's more to come for him. And this is Portugal now. He's offside, surely. Oh. Batinha. Oh, side netting by Bruno Fernandes. He didn't get substituted this time, Bruno Fernandes. In the last match, he was substituted at halftime. So, don't tell me the goal came from a set piece. It was 6 minutes of added time. Oh, they switched off. Oh, they switched off defending. Can you imagine going to 90 minutes and getting knocked out of the World Cup because of a goal like that? Torres, what an eye of the ball through the lines. And Mikel Merino, is he still at Arsenal? I don't know. There's so many people coming and going all over the place. And so it came from a foul. It came over foul. Quick free kick, quick thinking. They switched off. They switched off. Ball through the lines. Oh. They just switched off. That's just bad defending. That's quick thinking of the Spanish players there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers recently. And I thought that it was going to be the last time that Cristiano Ronaldo will play in the World Cup. But as somebody mentioned in the comments, yeah, the next World Cup is going to be co-hosted by Morocco and Spain, somebody else. I can't remember. Oh, Portugal. Given the subject I'm talking about. So yeah, so he might. If there's any player that can stay fit for another 4 years, um, and then Spain getting another goal there, and if there's a player that can probably stay fit for 4 years, it'll probably be Cristiano Ronaldo. Um, you don't hear many professional football players or professional managers speaking against him. I don't think it's just because of the aura about him. I think possibly it could be because the way he conducts himself, possibly in training and also representing whichever club he represents, and also the nation of Portugal that he plays for. And they would feel disappointed that they went out to that first goal, in essence. Just they switched off defensively. And those are the margins at this level of the World Cup in the knockout stages of the last 16. I'm trying to get into the 16. If you switch off defensively, you will get punished. But in this match, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that it is Portugal. I'm in the wrong match. I'm in the wrong window. I'm in the wrong window. That has been played today. Sorry. We're in tomorrow now. It's still half time. It's the USA 1, Belgium 2. For me, the player of the match so far for this match, of course, as a neutral, has to be Trossard, who's no longer playing for Arsenal. I think he's gone somewhere. Um, but he's been the man of the match. He's completely caused nightmares, both for Freeman, for Richards, in that especially the right back for the duels between. They've actually called like double marking him right now. Trossard is caused absolute scenes down when he goes down that left hand side. Of course, the United States defending on the right hand side there, the McKennie and Freeman. They can't track him. They can't stop him from whipping balls in from behind. And just for me, the USA are playing like individuals. Mauricio Pochettino is very frustrated on his touchline. He's been kicking water bottles all over the place. He looks like he's got the huff and the puff look about him. And I don't like that about a manager when they do that, because it's his team that he's put out there. It's his tactics that he's put out there. And if they're not responding to him, you either kick water bottles during the whole of the first half, or you say, right, you come here, I want to, in the hydration break, you have a word. They're just not listening to them. And they're not playing. They did have a few opportunities, United States against Belgium, where they could have increased that one goal that they scored from a free kick. But for me, Balogun should have scored at least one goal of the two opportunities that he's had. He was within 5 yards of the Courtois in Belgium goal, and you would have scored that. You would have scored that. If I didn't have a neck injury practicing there earlier on when I started the stream, I got a neck injury. But for me, Balogun should have scored that. So he should have had one goal. That would have been 2-2. Also, Belgium have had more opportunities as well, but they haven't increased their lead. It's imperative, I feel, that they're coming out for the second half, but it's imperative that the United States, the USA, don't concede any more goals, because in Belgium, they've got a very strong bench. They've got Kevin De Bruyne, they've got Jeremy Doku, they've got Romelu Lukaku, Makers, they've got Vanaken, Morena, just to name a few. They've got literally another starting 11, another squad in depth that Mauricio Pochettino just does not have. Capable of ability. No, the USA haven't got the same squad in depth on the bench strength as Belgium. And at the moment, the second half is about to start, ladies and gentlemen, at the Seattle. Please hit a like and subscribe at the AOC Palace. It is USA 1, Belgium 2, and 2 goals there for the Ketelari, and one was assisted by Trossard. He's been cooking the United States defence all during the first half, and Raskin scoring and not assisting there for the first. A substitution here for the USA at half time. Dest is coming off, and is that Ravina? Let's have a look. So, forward player there, like for like. Or is he gone for a 4-4-2 now? I think the US might be playing a 4-4-2 now. Whilst before they were playing a 4-3-3. I think by bringing on, I could be wrong, but by taking Dest off and Reina on, the USA may now be playing a 4-4-2. Yeah, I could be wrong with that. We'll see. We'll see how the match develops. Still, 2-1 to Belgium. Just checking there is no substitutions from Belgium at half time. Please keep hitting the likes, and thank you very much for all the new subscribers that the channel's received recently. I was going to go for a little break, 5-minute break, but I was watching the highlights of the Portugal versus Spain, where Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal, they're out, and Spain are through. Oh yeah, I've got to update that. I'll update that at the end of the match. Trossard, for me, has been the best player on this pitch thus far. We're in 46 minutes, so we're just starting the second half now. Pulisic. They need to get the ball onto Christian Pulisic more, and he hasn't been on the ball sufficient enough. They're playing 5 down the middle, and the US are playing 4. Yeah, so they're playing 2 up top. So Mauricio Pochettino has changed his formation because the players were not responding to what they were facing and possibly what he told them to do in the first half. And it's Richards. They're literally playing 3 at the back now, I think. Yeah, they're playing 3 at the back now. Ella, this is a good ball through the middle. They've lost it. See, second balls, second pickings, as I call it sometimes. The opposition of the USA, Belgium, they're getting those. They're winning those duels. So let's see what happens here. They're sizing each other up. So tactical changes from both teams. At times, it does look like Belgium are now gone to a 3 at the back as well. So with a different formation now, the USA playing, they're able to use a bit more of the width of the game. They're a bit better, more possession. They would want to. Adams. There we go. Ball goes forward for the USA. This is better from them attacking. Robinson on the left, and whips it into the penalty area. No one jumping up at there. Target man was Bellingham, but he couldn't get to it. The USA win the ball back. This is better from the USA, I can't deny. They're trying to switch the play now. They have done so on the other side. No, they have. Yes, they have. They don't seem the USA just don't like to attack on the right-hand side, and they've got a player up there. Look, he's out there all on his own. It's like they try and play. They're trying to play the ball through the centre against Belgium. They've got a player out wide. Why don't they use him? That's ridiculous. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. I think from the transition from defense to attack, when they are attacking, the USA do go to a 3 at the back, but then they do revert back to a 4 when Belgium are coming at them for obvious reasons. It's not clicking for the USA. Just that I'm not, as a neutral, I don't see it that it's clicking for them at the moment. Whilst the Belgian players, they look more confident on the ball, and off the ball, they feel confident enough to watch the US players play in front of them. That's a good ball behind McKennie there. The half-time team talk, I think, is made. This looks a different USA side that I was watching in the first half. This is better. Trossard overrun that. He wasn't making those mistakes in the first half. Please keep hitting the likes, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. Ouch, back's gone bit. Could it be that another co-host of the World Cup 2026 are going to get knocked out? Of course, England knocked out co-host Mexico. Oh, 2 players have hit the advertising board. I hope Dean. What's happened here? Did they land on top of each other? Yeah, they were just trying to stop each other, and the advertising boards just sort of hit them. Corner here, ladies and gentlemen, for the USA. Sorry, for Belgium. In the Seattle Stadium. Oh. That's keepers. The keeper gets that. Look, the keeper's got no one to throw the ball out to. No one. All he can do is give it to one of the defenders. So he could not see. He didn't have options. The midfields, the wingers, they should be belting it down the right-hand side. So the keeper sees it, throws it towards them, and then they're on the transition attack, whilst the opposition are still trying to track back, getting into position. No option for the keeper there whatsoever. Maybe that's why Mauricio Pochettino was kicking. Oh, that's a foul, isn't it? No, it's not a foul. If you're the US fans are not happy with that. They felt that their player was chopped up there, and Pulisic did not get. He's still down injured. Oh, if they got Pulisic down, I'm just going to go and get something. I'll be back in 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is Pulisic down. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Thank you, Miss Penelope. Thank you. Oh my days. Do you mean to say I've been talking? Thank you. Unbelievable scenes. It's just the USA has not been defending really well. Now they've taken on the most creative player in Pulisic, in my opinion, and they're suffering. Yeah, Pulisic. That's as far as he can last. He can basically last 60 minutes, if that, at any Premier League level or at international level, and that's it. He's done for the day, and that could be his World Cup. But I tell you what, that is just shocking defending by the USA. I have to say, um, Belgium haven't really done that much in the beginning of the second half. But why is the keeper one coming out? He had three defenders. They should have dealt with that ball coming over. And secondly, when he did get the ball, he chested it. Just kick it anywhere. But he didn't. He hesitated, and then when he went to kick, he kicked the grass. Belgium, and it's just absolutely shocking there. Oh, never mind. It can be a mistake on my behalf. Yeah, big up to 353 TST channel, Miss Penelope. Let's blame let's blame the Dwang. Let's blame the Dwang. The Dwang is not in the house, so let's just blame the Dwang. Get the banners out. Christian Pulisic there is in very emotional. He's getting treatment to one of his legs. And for me, the USA don't have the squad in depth. Mauricio Pochettino does not have the squad in depth that Garcia, Rudy Garcia has for Belgium. Belgium still got on the bench Kevin De Bruyne. They've still got Jeremy Doku. They've got Romelu Lukaku there. They've got Makers. They've got the list goes on. Morena. They've got so many squad in depth of Belgium. Um, the United States, the USA there. Bert Halter, his father used to manage Crystal Palace. He's come on for Christian Pulisic. He's a developing player, but he just hasn't got the experience of Christian Pulisic and the technique. But he'll do a job. He'll do a good job. I'm not just saying that because his old man managed Crystal Palace and played for us. That's Bell Halter, and but it's no, it's one of those. You can't defend like that. They're going out of the World Cup. The co-hosts of the United States, also Mexico are out. The two co-hosts are out. But this way, at least Mexico didn't go out because they made a mistake. They were out beaten by better players. But the USA just did not play like a team that they've played throughout the tournament in the first half. Trossard was running the show in the first half, in my opinion, and oh, big up to you, no mind. Just to confirm, yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine. Thank you very much, All Football. Please go and if you like Crystal Palace content or football content, please go and subscribe at All Football 90. I know you didn't come here for that. Thank you very much for dropping in, and thanks for the heads up there. But yeah, I just blanked the Dwang because the Dwang's not here, so the Dwang's heard it. I'm in trouble now. Get the banners out. Look, when something goes wrong earlier on, I didn't do my exercises, and the first goal the United States conceded was their right back got cooked by Trossard, and he headed the ball infield. When you are a defender on Sunday League or any league on the park, you headed the ball at the touch, or you headed the ball away. And earlier on, when I was doing that example, I pulled a hamstring there on my neck, but it's all right now. It's all right, and I got treatment on it, so it's all right. If you know, you know. But I tell you something, I would have blamed the Dwang for that one as well. Real talk, but the Dwang to blame me? No, 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 no. No, no. I thought you got some. I'll tell you something. The USA need to go back quickly now. We're on 63 minutes here. Corner to Belgium. I just, for the life of me, and the most creative player, experienced player, Christian Pulisic, he's gone off. No, 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 no. all the football heroes stage, but Diego keeps bringing him on the stage. Hilarious. Big up to all football. Like, listen, all football, but I haven't got time for all football. But I'll tell you something, Chris Richards there is having he's had a good game, Chris Richards. For those of you who don't know, Chris Richards is Captain Marvel. Um, he's our Captain America in the Crystal Palace defense. And um, he'll feel disappointed the way that it looks like they might be going out of the World Cup. Um, the mannerism of how they're doing. Was this about breaking news? What's going on with Fabrizio? You mean Fabrizio Romano didn't text me? What's going on? Says that Arsenal have agreed £60 million to buy. There you go. There you go. There you go. What did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? You see what is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, is all being kicked off, and I'm blaming the Manchester United fans for this. And just hear me out. Because the beginning of this transfer window, everyone's got their targets. Everyone's trying to do their thing. No one is getting in no one's way. No one is blaming the Dwang. No one is blaming no one. You know what I mean? Everyone's just getting on with it. But I'm blaming the Manchester United fans because like they had their targets, right? And then for some mad reason, you go and talk to them because I don't understand Manchester United. But the Manchester United fans allowed the Tottenham fans and their football club to come in and get Trossard and not get what's it, Tonali, Fernandez, all these targets that the Manchester United fans were trying to go for, and they left the barn door open, they're wide open, like they're exposed, like literally, and then Tottenham fans came in and took all the targets, and now it's messing up the whole transfer window for everybody else. And now, because the Arsenal fans are clearing the stables, they're saying Tottenham Hotspur spent £100 million there, £80 million there, this and that. They don't want to be left out. And then there you go. Big up to Roy Marsh saying that now. Fabrizio Romano is saying that Arsenal are spending $60 out there for Ayuben Dubardi. And so they're now started shopping. I've been hearing that Adam Walton has been linked to Real Madrid for 120 million, but nothing has been officiated there. But the transfer window right now, and as the World Cup comes to an end, there's going to be even more transfers coming out all over the place. But it was all calm, and oh my days, yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. You can't defend like that. I've just seen a replay of the third goal of Belgium. You cannot defend like that. But I'm blaming. What's this? You're joking, Roy. What's going on? The Dwang is going on. No, they're joking. No way. 16 is too heap. Too heap. Well, do you know what I mean? The thing is that Arsenal, because they're currently the Premier League champions, they don't they've got that leverage when they come to negotiation for players. I would have thought Roy's spreading falsehood. Oh, so it's not breaking news. Journalist has confused the. Oh right, okay. Because normally when Fabrizio does tweet it, or when he does say "here goes," here we go. I think that's his catchphrase. It usually means 90% that the deal does go through. Please keep hitting it. But this is what I'm talking about. Because of the way Manchester United fans have approached the transfer window and opened the barn door and left themselves exposed to Tottenham fans, it's completely just dominoes are now falling all over the place and it's messing up everyone's transfer window. The Tottenham Hotspur fans, Tottenham are just going around buying £100 million there, 8 million, 60 million there. They're going nuts all over. And it's like, so if you're a Manchester United fan, shame on you. Sort it out. Anyway, that's my view on that. Anyway, yeah, I haven't seen anything come. It's true. It's true. Big up to the Dwang. I'm gonna back up the Dwang now. Miss Penelope there as well. If you're new to the channel, please keep hitting the likes. It is USA 1, Belgium 3. Lukaku's come on. Look at the people that just come on. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Doku's just come on. Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku, is he the player that he was 3 seasons, 4 seasons, 5 seasons ago? Probably not. But Jeremy Doku, Mauricio Pochettino hasn't got a caliber of that type of a player on his bench to just come on He just hasn't got that. No disrespect to the other subs that the USA has. It's just they don't. I've seen Jeremy Doku play in front of me at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace there for Man City, and I said it 2 seasons ago, actually more than that ago, when I saw him live, and I said, "There's a player that's going to go places," and there he is coming on to represent um, Belgium. There, he's come on for Luke Baiko for Belgium there, and shocking defending. The USA, um, they've had a good tournament, but the way they started playing this first half and now the second half now is just shocking defending and not enough intensity off the ball. And as I say, in the first half, Christian Pulisic not getting enough service to feed up to Balogun up top, for as an example, by the USA. Belgium will work this hydration break now. Why they need a hydration break? Just give them a couple of oranges, half a slice of oranges at half time, and that's all you do, man. Throw some water on them. But I'll tell you something. Um, um, the USA now have, if you like, the fourth quarter because they're broken. It used to be just one half and a second half. Now they've got a third quarter, first half, and you got a quarter. Now they're having the second hydration break now, and this is the last time for Mauricio Pochettino to have a word with them and say, look, we've got 15, 20 minutes. Just go for it. Just go for it. Just absolutely, just go for it. If we make another mistake, it is what it is. Go for it. Get behind them. I did not like Mauricio Pochettino in the first half. He was kicking water bottles down the line, down the touchline. No, you're the coach. You're the manager of your team that you've put out there with your own tactics. It hasn't worked. You got a lot of youngsters on that USA team. They don't need to see you kicking water bottles down the touchline because you're not happy with them. That's when you need to grow some cojones and give direction. Is that what Tottenham Hotspur fans want? If their current manager doesn't work for them, given that they spend £100 million here, all this money all over the place, I could see Mauricio Pochettino ending up their next season at Tottenham Hotspur. That's the backup plan. Tottenham Hotspur can easily buy out Mauricio Pochettino out of the contract that he has with the USA Football Federation. It's loose change to them. Yeah, 20, 30 million pounds to Tottenham Hotspur is it's nothing. It's nothing. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers recently. USA 1, Belgium 3, and the Belgium fans are in song there in the Seattle Stadium, and the USA fans, they've got no luck at the fourth quarter of this soccer game. If I was Mauricio Pochettino, I would tell the USA players, just go for it. Just do your thing. Just be yourselves. Just let it rip, and then we'll see what goes. Let's see if there is a goal within the next 5 minutes for the USA, it could be game on. But I've got a feeling they're just making too many defenses. They're going to get caught. They're going to be left open, wide open, and it's not going to work. I haven't seen comment and on YouTube now who is spreading false news. Now there's no false news here. Big up to Roy and to the Dwayne. That's not true. Then tell me why I haven't heard a single thing on my on Twitter. My timeline will be full of it by now. Oh, I don't use that stuff. Big up to everybody out there. The Dwayne, get me out of here. Pepe's coming on. They could do with the Pepsi Max. They could do with the Pepsi Max, the USA team, because have they just taken off the goal scorer? Because he was doing all the throwing and all the corners and all the free kicks. Christian Pulisic is off for the USA because he can only literally last. There's Balogun down the right hand side. He's overrun that. Ah, dear. There's literally 3 players on Balogun when he gets the ball coming forward. Please keep hitting the likes as Arsenal hate deranged. I don't know about that. I don't know about. Listen, I would never understand Arsenal fans. I said at the beginning of this watch along, and I said it before, I asked the Arsenal fans to do one thing, and that's to look after Ebrieze, and all they did was to put Ebrieze on the bench for 90 minutes in the Champions League final. I mean, that's a disgrace. I'm not even bantering. I'm not even spreading anything that's not right. Ebrieze is not a bench player. And the fact that he didn't start for England in the last match against Mexico, I'm blaming the Arsenal fans for that too. What do you mean, who is Eze? Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. The FA Cup final. The man delivered trophies. At Palace, we do trophies. We do trophies at Crystal Palace. Real talk. Every season. Unlike the Arsenal fans, they've had to wait 6 years and over 160, 65, 70 million net spent over 6 years to land a Premier League title and play negative football. Don't get me started about who's Eze. If you didn't get Eze, you wouldn't have got the Premier League title last season. Real talk. Look into my eye. We win Premier League titles at Arsenal. No, you don't. Oh, you did. I'll give you the respect that you won the title. But look at the way you won it. Don't get me started. The USA need a goal soon to give it an exciting 10 minutes. There's still 15 minutes. So Belgium, who were, if I'm not mistaken, they were 2-0 down against, was it Senegal? Ismail Sarr side. And they came around from a 2-goal deficit and turned it around. So it is doable. But for me, the USA, they need a little bit of luck and they need a break here. But at the moment, Belgium are under attack here. Jeremy Doku there. How is that not a corner? Jeremy Doku's going. How is that not a corner for Belgium? It's Courtois, goalkeeper for Belgium. Yeah, that's a corner. Doku didn't kick the ball. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Make sure that you eat and drink while you watch your football. Real talk. And it's the goal. This match needs a goal from the USA in the next 5 minutes to have in the last 10, 15 minutes where it goes nuts. Arsenal helps my beer go down so much easier. Listen. Come next season, you wait and see. I said it. Tottenham Hotspur fans out there are spending a lot of money, and if they manage to do what the Sunderland fans did to the Newcastle fans, where they beat them home and away, you may need more than a beer. You may need a few ibuprofen and some painkillers. If that happens, they're going to be spending. Tottenham are spending a lot of money, and if they beat you in the Premier League at home and away next season, remember you heard it here. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. Mauricio Pochettino looks glum in the first half and the second half, sitting there on his bench, and I don't like that. He should be on the technical area, encouraging, supporting his players. You can't throw your players underneath the bus, even if they're not doing what you told them to do, because it was your tactics and it's your doing in the changing room. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace, and if you can, please drop a like. I'll tell you something. They just need to get forward. He's gassed out here, the goal scorer for the USA, even though it was a deflection. Tillman. Yeah, I agree with the commentator that the USA in this match, they just, I don't know if it's the stadium hasn't created it. I don't know what's happened, but the first half, the USA were individuals out there and their defending was just absolutely atrocious. And Belgium were just on it. Balogun, who was permitted to play in this match, He's not had a service. Christian Pulisic couldn't get the ball in the first half as much as he probably would have liked to link up with Balogun. And it was just defending, and it was just terrible defending, and that's why they were 2-1 down at half time. What's this? Arsenal are in the wrong sport. They should be out in rugby, American football, not ruining the beautiful game with these dreadful corner goals. Absolutely, the Dwang. Get the banners out. That should be a banner in itself. Even Jurgen Klopp. I mean, what do I know about coaching or football? Even Jurgen Klopp. Oh, it's the USA. Oh, they nearly scored. And the USA, there, Beth Halter, his father played and he managed Crystal Palace. He's getting the crowd up. He has a pop. Oh, yeah, that was close. He's getting the crowd to come on. Let's have a go. There's the ex-Crystal Palace manager there in the white shirt. Yeah. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. Arsenal. I'll tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The Dwang has got it on point. The way Arsenal won the Premier League there, not because I say so, it's Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp said that the way that Germany got knocked out of the World Cup this season, this tournament, not this season, this tournament, if these same FIFA rules applied in the Premier League on the FA and the PMLO and last season, Arsenal would not have won the Premier League. 60% of their game plan. In fact, last season, the Arsenal fans, they won the Premier League because of the actions of the set-pick coach of Arsenal. It wasn't Arteta. It's all negative football. Look, if it's your cup of tea and you want to lift the trophy that way, you're the champions. You're the champions. I'll give you that respect. But for me, I'll frown now. I'll just frown. You know, like in the Homer Simpsons, when Granddad doesn't like something in Homer Simpson in the Simpsons, Granddad, he just I'm angry with you, so I'm gonna frown at you. That's what I'll do. Don't agree much as well. Me and Diego don't agree on much. That's the truth. That's one for the books. Spurs are reportedly ready to make 50 million bid for Crystal. What was this? Where'd you get that? 50 million for Palace goalkeeper Henderson. No. Stop. Don't even think about that. No, that's not happening. Tottenham Hotspur fans, don't even think about it, because right now, Dean Henderson, he's doing a magnificent job there in the World Cup for Thomas Tuchel. And he's supporting Pickford, he's supporting everybody there. He's doing a great job there. And there's no way that Steve Parish, and everybody at Crystal Palace, and I don't know anyone at Palace, I'm just a Palace fan, but there's no way they're going to let Dean Henderson go. Here's Balogun. He's going to be the second goal for... Oh, and it hits at the goalkeeper towards the near post. He got it on target. Courtois, he knows how to stop those books. Courtois, Balogun, a good break forward and good save there by Courtois. Listen, Dean Henderson is not going. Well, how much did you say? £50 million? Get out of here! You're going to make me choke on this food and drink. No. Dean Henderson, at least 140 million plus add-ons. At least. That's where you start bidding. And now you ain't got me. I'm an eagle. Eagles fly. We win trophies every season at Crystal Palace. No one got us. Look into my eye. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace's USA 1, Belgium 3. Mixing up my words here. The crowds have got up a bit now behind the USA players. They're just throwing everything at him. That's what they need to do in the last 10 minutes. Pull one back, and Courtois goes down, and USA 1, Belgium 3, but they just don't have the squad in depth. And as I say, they've taken off the most creative player in Christian Pulisic off, and yeah, that's not going to help matters. Thank you for all the new subscribers recently to the channel. I'm really grateful to you. Thank you very much. USA 1, Belgium 3, and of course the USA are in urgency to try and get a goal back here. They've got about 7 minutes of normal time to go. Ball over the top. Back into the penalty area. Oh. If the USA can get a goal back in the next few minutes, injury time, in the last few minutes, if there's any time left, it'll be interesting. But I don't think, I think Belgium have done enough here. I can't see where the goal's coming from, apart from down this left-hand side. Oh, hello. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. What's this? Simon Jordan is just reported to be on the verge of buying Crystal Palace, back from Steve Parish. Be a banking consortium. Can you imagine if Simon Jordan comes back with Daniel Levy? Jeremy Doku linking up with Lukaku, Trossard. They haven't even brought on Kevin De Bruyne. No, it's not happening. I can't see that happening. I'll tell you something though. Imagine Daniel Levy and Simon Jordan buying out Ineos at Manchester United. You heard that here first. If it happens in 3 years' time, I'm just saying. You heard it here first. Imagine if that were to happen. Can you imagine the meltdown of the Manchester United fans? So there's we have to find out. I don't know who's going to play who next. Mauricio Pochettino looks very glum on his touchline. His team hasn't worked out for him today. Too many defensive errors in the first half and in the second half. It just hasn't worked out for them today. It just hasn't been their day. They could get a little back heel. Why are you doing back heels there, mate? USA 1, Belgium 3. It looks like the co-host, the USA, might be leaving the competition now. But what's this about Millwall and Crystal Palace sharing what? Crystal Palace to ground share with Millwall. That's not going to happen. The new dame for 2 seasons, Sellers Pubs upgrade to 50 capacity. That'll be meltdown. Listen, I went through the time when Wimbledon were ground sharing with us. Well, it doesn't help the upkeep of the stadium. I tell you what though, next season, as a neutral, obviously, no, that's a neutral, as a hater, if you like, of Millwall. Let's get that right. West Ham versus Millwall, home and away fixtures. I nearly said Upton Park. At that stadium that they call it, the home of West Ham, the London Stadium, I think it's called. Millwall fans going there, and then Millwall fans going to the Den. Just seeing those two at each other's throats. I'm still laughing. Right. Just to rub it in, probably in one of the Carling Cup or the FA Cup, one of the domestic cups. They'll probably just meet up again as well, just to rub it in. Trossard coming off, I think he's been man of the match, especially for that first half performance. I think Belgium have done enough here. 88 minutes. I can't see where to go. And they've even got Kevin De Bruyne on the bench. It's madness. Unless what I'm thinking is Garcia, the Belgian manager, is saving him for later on in the tournament. I'll find out who Belgium are going to play next and whatnot. I need to update my wall chart because there's been a few matches since. Oh, this is better from the US. Goal pinged into the penalty area, but no one there to header it. Ball was over Balogun. Balogun was too close to the near post. Yeah, that would have been since in the old days you could get 49,000. Because it was standing. In those days, the players wouldn't come out where they come out of the tunnel between the main stand and the homestay stand. In those days, the players will come out in the middle behind the benches. That's how it was designed, the main stand before. And those rooms where they used to have the changing rooms, they converted them into lounges. And they obviously but hopefully they'll get the new main stand built at Selhurst Park soon. I hope it doesn't go over budget. But building construction normally does do. Why has he overstepped it? This is stupid, man. They're just not with it. If you're not certain that there's a player right behind you, you don't overstep. You're going to lose the ball. Especially when you're 2 goals down. This has not been the USA performance that they've done throughout the tournament. It just hasn't clicked for them today at the Seattle Stadium. They'll be bitterly disappointed the mannerism of how they conceded that first goal. And quite frankly, the third goal as well. That was just as bad, if not worse. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. 4 minutes. 2 substitutes. Is this the last time that we're going to see Mauricio Pochettino as the coach, head coach or manager of the USA? I think it could be, because if the manager at Tottenham Hotspur, with all that money being spent, doesn't work, they're going to pick up the phone and get Mauricio Pochettino back. I guarantee. If there is a change at Tottenham Hotspur next season of management, I guarantee you the next manager will be Mauricio Pochettino. Oh, mistake by Chris Richards. Oh, that's... My heart goes out to Chris Richards. My heart goes out to Chris Richards. You don't do that sort of mistake with Lukaku. He is now Belgium 4, USA won, and a mistake by Chris Richards there. My heart goes out to him. My heart goes out to him. He's going to be having nightmares with that. Oh, my heart goes out to him. He's such a warrior. If you're new, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Yeah, you can't do that. Lukaku just ain't going to miss from there. That's not the reason. That's not the reason. Yeah, Lukaku. That's why I put him on the team sheet. And my heart goes out to Chris Richards. And Balogun can barely look at that. It's like, oh, no. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. Oh, thank you for getting me anywhere near 5 likes. They're not going to score another one, Belgium, now, are they? It's a building stage for the USA, in my opinion. I think for them to get to this stage of a World Cup campaign, you got to respect that because they got there. A lot of other countries haven't. But as a neutral looking into this, Mauricio Pochettino will be bitterly disappointed the mannerism of how they conceded those 4 goals, because it doesn't, I don't think, reflects the momentum that they built coming into this match. They just didn't turn up today. 100% tariffs on Belgium. Probably. You never know. Look, my heart goes out to Chris Richards, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's made of strong stuff. It's not an individual sport, it's a team sport. And ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm that the USA, the co-host of the 2026 World Cup, FIFA World Cup, the USA are out. Belgium, Trossard was absolutely... oh, my heart goes out. Can someone go and give Chris Richards a hug? Because he's a soldier right there. Look at this first goal. The ball's out to the left-hand side. Trossard gets the ball. The first time the ball goes out, and then the right back heads it into the penalty area. You've got to header it away. It's textbook defending. There you go. And the equaliser from the USA, from a deflection. And then Seattle Stadium, everyone was celebrating there. Belgium, yeah, big up to you. Yeah, I know you said Belgium, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. The USA have got an option to choose. In Mauricio Pochettino, they've got someone there that can build foundations, continue on building foundations for their national squad. Do they want Mauricio Pochettino to then take him into the next competition for them in the next 2 years, and does Mauricio Pochettino want to do it? And there's plenty of other options for other coaches and managers within the USA or even outside USA coaches. Mauricio Pochettino, of course, is from Argentina, that would want to take that challenge on to build on the foundations that's been built by them getting to this stage of the World Cup. The question that the USA Football Federation need to ask themselves is, do they want Mauricio Pochettino, does he want to continue to evolve and improving the squad in depth? um, to get to a semi-final, to get to a final of a competition. And I don't know, they have to answer that question within themselves. What I do know as a Crystal Palace fan is that I'm guaranteeing you 100%, ladies and gentlemen, if the current Tottenham Hotspur manager, with the amount of money that they're spending at Tottenham Hotspur right now, if it doesn't work, I guarantee you the replacement of him will be Mauricio Pochettino. Mauricio Pochettino's contract with the USA Federation, Football Federation, will probably amount to maybe 25 to 30 million pounds to buy him out of that contract. 30 million pounds sterling for Tottenham Hotspur, 40 million pounds. It's loose change, absolutely loose change, so they can buy him out of that contract, whatever it will be. England set to meet Argentina in the World Cup. No, it's in the no, England will meet Argentina in the semi-finals, but that means Colombia will be out of the competition. I don't think that will be the case. I think Colombia will beat Argentina. I didn't want Colombia to meet England in the semi-finals of the World Cup. Yeah, I know, my heart goes out for Chris Richards, and my heart's broken for him. But all I can tell you, Chris Richards, I've done a selfie with him. He's always larger than life. He's always got time for the fans, Chris Richards. And absolutely comes across very humble to me as well when I see him getting interviewed outside the stadium and whatnot. Chris Richards, for me, I wish somebody would just grab him and just give him a hug and say, look, you've done so well this tournament, and forget about that last goal. It's a team sport. And Mauricio Pochettino just needs to decide, does he want to continue to go on with them or not? And if it is, then get knuckled down and get working on it. They need players like Chris Richards to help evolve the foundations of the development of USA players. They don't have the squad in there that Belgium had. They've been beaten 4-1 today, and Belgium had not brought on Kevin De Bruyne. He was on the bench. Yeah, so it's they're showing the goals there for Spain, and Mika Mourinho doing the bits there for Spain. So yeah, big up to Ozan Kabak. Yeah, Chris Richards. He'll be a bit disappointed because he knows what levels he can reach with his national side, and as I say, Richards is an absolute warrior on the pitch if he's playing for your team. I've watched him play at Crystal Palace. I've seen him play with injuries during the match, coming off an injury, getting boots back on grass and playing for Crystal Palace. And he's an absolute role model on and off the pitch. And I just hope they get him back to Selhurst Park and to remind him what an amazing defender. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. So I can tell you it's Spain versus Belgium, France versus Morocco, England versus Norway, and the last quarterfinal to be decided, is it going to be Argentina or Egypt to go through? Mo Salah against Messi, and Switzerland versus Colombia. I think it'll be Colombia versus Argentina for the next quarterfinal, and then after that, I expect England to beat Norway. But if they walk up to that and they think they can just do it, there's Mauricio Pochettino there talking to his whole squad, and not just the players but also the physios, the defense coach, the offensive coaches as they will call it in the US. I think he's telling them what he needs to do as a coach and as a manager. He's had the privilege to manage a national team of a country that he wasn't born into, and he has a responsibility, even if he is thinking of leaving, to ensure that those American coaches and those American players there in the assistants build on what they've achieved this World campaign. I think the Football Federation of the USA will need to they'll need to have a quiet word with Mauricio Pochettino off the cameras, off it, and decide if they want to continue with him. I think you've got one of the best coaches and managers there. But as I say, if things don't work out for Tottenham Hotspur next season, I would say by November or even February, Mauricio Pochettino will be back at Tottenham Hotspur. Guarantee you. So what happened to United States team that beat Australia and Paraguay? The team played speed, quality, didn't show up on the field today. It just didn't work out to them. They just weren't playing like individuals. You also, when you say that, you've got to credit the opposition manager. Of course, it was Rui Garcia. What he did do, ladies and gentlemen, is Rui Garcia played Onana and Raskin in that midfield pivot. But the man of the match in the first half, by a mile, was Trossard, the ex-Arsenal player. I have no idea where he's gone. I don't know where he's playing. I don't know if he's staying in the Premier League or if he's gone away. But I do know he's left Arsenal now. Maybe he's gone back to play for a club in Belgium. I don't know. But anyway, but Trossard was the difference in that first half against the USA. He absolutely cooked McKennie and Freeman down the USA's right-hand side. He absolutely cooked them. And he also put Richards in a very difficult defensive positions, and they couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop him getting the cross balls into the penalty area and whatnot. And then those defensive errors from all the USA players, they weren't the same as what they created. Momentum. For me, as a neutral looking at them, they were not effective enough off the ball, pressing off the ball. And yeah, although it was only 2-1 at half time, I was looking at it and I was thinking, what options can Mauricio Pochettino do at half time or bring people off the bench? And it's a limited squad in depth. There's good players there on the bench for the USA, but in comparison to Belgium, it's just, you are like literally a decade away in developing and establishing the squad in depth that bench has. And the players know that. The fans would recognise that. But they'll just be disappointed, I would have thought. I think Mauricio Pochettino will be... I probably will say that after to the media. It's just the mannerism of the way they conceded those goals. Especially that first goal. And the third goal, in my opinion, or the fourth goal as well. It's just all round. It didn't click for them today for some reason at the Seattle Stadium. And as big up to YP, new person there in the chat, says, what happened to United States team that beat Australia and Paraguay, the team that played with speed and quality and didn't show up? They didn't show up how they wanted to, but also you got to credit the opposition when something like that happens. The setup of Rudy Garcia was a deflection off before the match when it was deemed that Balogun was deemed to be able to play. I don't know. Did that have an effect into the team setup? I don't know. Had Balogun not played, would Mauricio Pochettino would have been forced to play in a different way? Possibly. Would the team would have approached it differently? Possibly. But it's just the squad in left that Belgium has for as a starting 11, and what Belgium has as a squad in left on the bench. They've just beaten the co-host, the USA, 4-1. Although there was a lot of defensive mistakes by the USA, they didn't even bring Kevin De Bruyne on. They brought on Jeremy Doku and Lukaku on very late. for me. And they've still got other players on the bench which they didn't bring on. It's Rudy Garcia will be saying to himself, I think it's Spain they've got next. They're going to be playing Spain. They can, they'll fancy themselves being the sort of the undercard to get towards the final. Who knows? Well, I'm going to do my wall chart. Big up to everybody in the chat. Thank you very much, all the new subscribers at Diego C. Palace recently. Thank you very much. I'm going to do the wall chart. This is my wall chart there, people. So, let's get a pen that works. So, it ended USA 1, Belgium 4. And this is 94. So that's, so I'm going to put Belgium up here. Belgium. There's Belgium there now. You can see where my thumb is. They're going to play the winners of 93, which was Portugal versus Spain. Let me just double check. That did finish 2-0, didn't it? Oh, it was 1-0. Oh, I can't remember. Let me just go into it. No, it was 1-0. Sorry. Spain won it 1-0. Yeah, Mikel Mourinho of Arsenal. And see, Arsenal fans, Arsenal players can play offensive football, forward attacking football. Say no more. 1-0 to Spain. So that is definitely, just confirm it. It's going to be Spain versus Belgium. And then 91, Brazil, Norway. Let's double check so I don't write it incorrectly. Please keep hitting the likes. I'm just doing my wall chart now. Brazil, Norway. Oh no, that's Mexico, England. It was 2-3, of course. Yeah, what a match. Well done, England, to go to Mexico City and get a result there. Very good match there. Mexico City 2 and England 3. That's 92. So that's England. And 91. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And then it was Brazil 1, Norway 2, yeah. Just doing my wall chart, people, so making sure I know what's what. And then that's obviously going to be Norway. Strong Larsen of Crystal Palace is going to be hopefully playing alongside Erling Haaland up against England. That's going to be a great match. Norway. Yeah, so then that just leaves one last quarterfinal to fill. Is it going to be Argentina or Egypt? I'll have a look at that. I'm going to go into that in a minute. And then also you've got Switzerland versus Colombia. And let's just quickly check the times of those fixtures. They're all going to be played later on today. The first one being Argentina versus Egypt. And then I think that's UK time, GMT time, is going to be at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. And then a decent hour this time, Switzerland versus Colombia at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. So a match that showed a lot of character for Belgium, the mannerism and how they attacked and kept the possession. Trossard was man of the match in the first half and best of part in the second half as well, I'd say, for the time that he was on there. But he was very effective in the first half. No link-up play sufficient enough between, say, Pulisic up to Balogun for the USA. Too many defensive errors. They were playing like individuals, not as a team, not as somebody said in the chat. The USA just were not playing like they played against Australia and Paraguay. They just went out the races today. It just wasn't meant to be. But it wasn't just because they made mistakes. Balogun, he had an opportunity at the end of the first half to get another goal. So it could have been 2-2. That could have twitched it a bit. And but it just wasn't meant to be. And I think I think the coaching staff of the USA, the manager Pochettino, and their players will feel that they didn't show everyone what they wanted to show today. It just didn't work out to them. But credit to Belgium, they won 4-1. But as I say, the USA just does not have the squad in there that Belgium had in their ranks. And it's a building. It's building foundations that the USA need to do. And the question they need to answer for themselves is, do they continue with Mauricio Pochettino as an outsider looking in? I think that's a no-brainer. Just keep him. He's got you this far. They'll know what the next competition will be in North America and South America. So in 2 years' time, do they want Mauricio Pochettino for 2 more years? I think that's a no-brainer. They should build on that. And but the Football Federation of this USA, they need to sit down and talk to Poch and say what they think, and then hear what he has to say. And if they're both still on the same page, then go forward together. But if it's not, shake hands. And as I say, Mauricio Pochettino will be the next Tottenham Hotspur manager. I guarantee you, people. I guarantee you that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Next up is Argentina versus Egypt. Now that looks tasty. Now that is a tasty one. If you know, you know. My heart goes to Chris Richards there. I'm like just seen a shot there of Mauricio Pochettino going over to grab Chris Richards. He's strong. He's a strong player. I've seen Chris Richards play for Crystal Palace whilst being injured or carrying an injury going into a game. And there's a reason why they call him Captain America at Crystal Palace, or Captain Marvel. He's one of the Avengers, no doubt. A tough day for him, no doubt, but he'll bounce back. And they're all professional football players, so they know that these things comes and goes. But they've pushed the foundations of that national side to a better stage. Next time round, they'll look to eclipse it. But it just wasn't meant to be. He ended USA 1, Belgium 4. As for Belgium, they won. They've got themselves into the quarterfinals. And in the last 16 games, they didn't even play Kevin De Bruyne. They've rested players. Trossard was instrumental to Garcia's Belgium side there. And we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Right. It won't let me click into... Has the England player been allowed to play? Because they're reviewing so many red cards, you don't know if he is going to be available. He should be available. No, there's nothing on that. All right. Right. I'm just going to check. Oh, what's the time? Jesus Christ, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought it'd be around 3 o'clock. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop at 3:30. I think I'll stop at 3:30. It's very late. I've got things to do tomorrow. Well, I should say today. Right, let's go into it. Uh, and then let's go into the next one, which is going to be. No, not Norway. It's Argentina versus Egypt. Messi up against Mo Salah. That's going to be tasty. If you know, you know. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. And I can't see. Yeah, there's talk now about what's happened. And 1 second, people. I'm just going to be back in 2 minutes. Thank you for holding on there. I had to go do something. Yeah, no, it's one of those. There's some people are calling it a calamity, um, defensive errors by the USA, and it's not an individual sport; it's a collective, it's a team sport. My heart actually goes out to Chris Richards out there. He's such an important player with any side that he plays for, and I'm glad to see that Mauricio Pochettino went out there to just grab him because he's feeling it. He's in pain, but he's a strong player, and he'll come through this. Another player that's also very emotional when his side lost, of course, is Cristiano Ronaldo. They've been knocked out. Um, Super sub Marino comes on for Spain and breaks the hearts of Cristiano Ronaldo. I thought it was the end of his World Cup campaign, but I forgot that the next World Cup is going to be co-hosted by Portugal, Morocco, and Spain. So I would expect that if there is a player that can last 4 years without getting injury, fitness wise, will probably be Ronaldo. He'll be going on. He'll be playing football, even the World Cup after that. What can he do in 4 years' time? I don't know. But he does know how to look after his body and his fitness very well. So he was very emotional today because of no doubt not just him but everyone in the memory of the passing of Diogo Jota and Silva, his brother. There's a lot of emotion there. I think not just for the Portuguese but for world football. That Portugal have left the World Cup now, but let's just have a look and see what. I'm going to try to get a quote from the manager, Mauricio Pochettino, and see what he's had to say afterwards. The men I've interviewed him. Yes, it's come through now. It's come through. So Mauricio Pochettino, the USA manager, head coach, whichever way we want to see it, he said the following. Mauricio Pochettino said, "Everyone saw from the beginning that we did not connect with the game. We were never in the game. Even when we scored the goal for 1-1. We conceded in the next action. It was really tough from the beginning. Mauricio Pochettino goes on to say, congratulations to Belgium. They were better than us. It wasn't our day. It's not to find excuses or not to find arguments because we didn't show. Normally the team can show that, and that is the reality. Mauricio Pochettino goes on to say, we need to learn. It is a process to learn and assess the game and understand why we did not approach the game in the same way as the rest of the World Cup. Different reasons. Maybe the explanation is so easy. It wasn't our day collectively or individually. The principal person responsible is myself. We need to assess and see it is not the performance or the way we normally play. That was Mauricio Pochettino's instant reaction to the world media, of course, as the head of the USA Football Federation team, and he's taken responsibility, which is the right thing to do as the head coach or as the manager. He's made it clear that it's not the performance does not reflect what he believes in the side where it is. He's also reminding people that it's a learning, ongoing process, not his exact words, but that's what he's saying in that. And he's also congratulated Belgium in defeat, which is very important. It shows character. He also points out that they were just simply not in the game at all, even from the moment the referee started the game. He mentioned that even when they went to 1-1, the USA they weren't at the races today. It did not click for them today. And I've often said as a Crystal Palace fan that sometimes when you go through a game like that, when you know that every single player on that pitch or any player that comes on off the bench comes on, and it just doesn't work for anybody. But you know that there's more in the tank. There's more ability there, clearly. Sometimes when you get knocked down, you come back and you come back stronger. So I think that's what he's trying to say there in his way. And there's already people now from different networks blaming Mauricio Pochettino, and you could argue a little bit that because obviously he's taking responsibility and whatnot. But what people don't understand is it's easier to hit a headline and say something. What is more difficult is to be the manager and be responsible for a side, and then you're facing someone that has such an extent of squad depth, quality, that if you make too many mistakes, oh, you're gonna get ripped apart, and that's what's happened to them. But yeah, Trossard just basically won that game in the first half, I think, for Belgium, and it's about building blocks, and they'll move on from there. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Belgium are through to the quarterfinals. They will face Spain. Goal from Lukaku right at the end there, and my heart goes out to Chris Richards. I'm glad to see that the manager went out to grab Chris Richards. It's not his fault why they went out. It's a team sport, and my heart goes out to him. I can't wait to get onto Instagram to just send love there because it's one of those. And yeah, they're playing Spain on Friday. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Let's see if it says here. I don't know. Oh, it does say. So the ones that have been confirmed: France versus Morocco is at 9 p.m. on Thursday in Boston. The fixture between, as I just said, between Spain and Belgium is going to be at 8 p.m. in LA, Los Angeles. And then in the heat in Miami on Saturday at 10 p.m. Norway versus England. Is it coming home for England? We don't know. And then the last one, which we haven't decided yet because we don't know yet, it could be Argentina, Egypt, Switzerland, or Colombia. That quarterfinal will be played on Sunday, early hours, 2 a.m., Kansas City, ladies and gentlemen. And so that's going to be, I think it'll be Argentina versus Colombia. And I think it won't be an easy match for either Argentina or Colombia. Of course, Argentina versus Egypt and Switzerland versus Colombia, but I think it'll be Colombia versus Argentina. And yeah, we'll take it from there, from that. But that's it on that one. I'm not going to touch whatever. So there's my quarterfinals there. And that one is there to be filled. I think it'll be Argentina versus Colombia on that one. What's the other thing I was going to do? I was going to do something else. I've done that. Can't remember. If we look at what I'm going to look back quickly is the previous match. But go find it. Excuse me. It is because the next one's Argentina versus Egypt. So I'm trying to go back to the last match. Egypt won 4-2. Yeah, 4-2 on penalties that day. And of course they beat Australia. And the lineups that day, Mo Salah was the captain for Egypt, but he wasn't subbed, so he lasted the whole, not just 90 minutes, but after extra time and then on to penalties. So there wasn't Australia literally didn't score in the 90 minutes, even after extra time, because they scored. It was an own goal by Hani, the right back of Egypt. He's the one that scored the own goal and gave Australia that 55-minute second half goal. Reason I'm going into it, I'm trying to see. I think Egypt will start with Omar Mamouche. I think they'll definitely start, obviously, with Mo Salah. I don't think they'll change their keeper. Unless, no, I think that's how they'll start. Trezeguet, he might start on behalf instead of Kareem Hafez, but probably not. I think their manager at Egypt, Hussam Hassan, he's one of those managers that if it's not broken, don't fix it. So I think he will start the same similar 4-4-2 formation, which fits the profile club playing positions for these players for Egypt. So I expect Mo Salah to start as the captain for Egypt against France. But going to the other match, which is I'm trying to find, that'll be Argentina, of course. They won. What an amazing performance by Cape Verde. And their goalkeeper, he's now got a job. I think he'll be playing because he was man of the match. He's literally, although Cape Verde lost against Argentina, they won the hearts of the world football community. And their goalkeeper, Vosinia, he was out of contract. He didn't have a job after the World Cup. He's like, anyone got something? And he's also, his left eye is literally half blind. And he was 1-on-1 with Lionel Messi in the first half and in the second half. And people are crying out, where was this goalkeeper all this time? Where was he in hiding? No one found him. Well, now the world knows about him. That's Vosinia, the Cape Verde goalkeeper. So Argentina scraped through there. So could there be an upset between Egypt and Argentina? Because Argentina did only just scrape through past Cape Verde. And that could be an upset there. I mean, for Colombia, that would be... Colombia would rather face Egypt than Argentina, I would expect. But let's not forget that. But for Argentina, of course, you expect Lionel Messi to start as the captain. Messi will start. I can see McAllister starting in the midfield for Argentina. So, yeah. I mean, you just look at the names and you look at the bench that Argentina has. And some of them haven't even had a match yet. There is so much there. I think I'm going to go for an upset here. My prediction between Argentina and Egypt. I think Egypt might pull this off. Some of them might remind the Argentinian players on the pitch of that Cape Verde performance, and they couldn't break down. I would expect that the Egypt manager Hosam, he'll be looking at what Cape Verde did to Argentina last game round. But he does play a different formation though. If it goes to penalties, I can just see Argentina winning it again on penalties. Like they always find a way to get through. But if it doesn't go to penalties, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going for a shock of the system. Argentina 1, Egypt 2. There you go. You heard it here first. Imagine the scenes if that happens. Imagine the scenes. And then the next one, which is obviously Switzerland versus Colombia, later on. With Switzerland, ladies and gentlemen, they've got a young player there. He plays in the German Bundesliga. It's a young man called Manzambi for Switzerland. And the last time that I see Switzerland play up against Algeria, Manzambi, of course, they've got Switzerland got Granit Xhaka. Is he coming or going? Is he going to go to Chelsea or is he going to stay at Sunderland? But yeah, Granit Xhaka, Manzimbi, Vagras, they're pivotal. You shut down those three players of Switzerland, Colombia will be halfway there of winning that. So and Bolo, but didn't Bolo? Oh no, Bolo wasn't injured. No, I was thinking of somebody else. And then Bolo stopped the service up to Mbolo. Um, it's like two attacking sides that want to score, Switzerland and Colombia, head on to each other. So it's crucial the midfield there. Jefferson Lerma, of course, of Crystal Palace and of Colombia. He needs to do his thing against the likes of Frula and Granit Xhaka in the midfield pivot of Switzerland. And for me, um, oh, I don't want to do penalties. I don't want to do penalties. My heart can't take penalties. Club or country can't take it. I'm going to go for a confident prediction here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go for Switzerland 0, Colombia 2. There you go. So I'm going Switzerland 0, Colombia 2. And for the shock, for anybody, I'm going to go for Argentina 1, Egypt. Mo Salah, Egypt 2. Egypt to knock out Argentina because they only just managed to scrape by past Cape Verde. What a performance by Cape Verde players. But they lost on extra time 3-2 to Argentina. So I think that could be the end of the road for Argentina. And I think Egypt might get past them. Right, that's my prediction there. So that'll be later on, a more reasonable time. Argentina versus Egypt is at 5 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. normal time there. So that's the way I see that one. And then, if I'm not mistaken, so then the final will be on Saturday. I would have thought. Oh no, that's this Saturday. When are the semi-finals, on Thursday or Friday? On Tuesday. Right. Tuesday and Wednesday are both for the semi-finals. And then, surely Saturday, isn't it? Oh no, that's the third place. Oh, can you imagine not getting it to the final and then you have to play the third place match? Man, that's just like a kick in the teeth, mate. Yeah, I thought the final was on a Sunday. Sunday's on Sunday the 19th. And it's at 8 p.m. I think it'll either be Colombia or England in that final. And you hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I think France are going to get to the final. But this Belgium, it could be another. I don't think Spain will do it. They've not fired yet, but they do know how to fire right at the end of a tournament. It'll either be France or Spain in that final. I don't think Belgium will do it, but there could be another like a dark horse, if you like. Oh, maybe I'm thinking too much there. Imagine the scenes. Thank you very much, everyone in the chat. I'm going to call it a day now. I did say I was going to stop at 3:30. It's gone 3:45. Oh, Lord. Right. Massive thank you to everyone in the chat. I'm just going to go from the top. If he lets me go all the way back to the top. Thank you to Roy Marsh. Thank you very much. A massive thank you to Ozan Kabak. Thank you very much. Thank you to massive thank you to big up to Deluded Steve, which you like. Big up Deluded Steve, what you like. Massive. How can I not forget? Because I was blaming everything that was going wrong. To the Dwang, get the banners out at half time. Keep a secret, people. If anything goes wrong in your live stream, just blame the Dwang. Blame the Dwang. Get the banners out. Just blame them. No one will tell them. Keep it secret. A massive thank you to all Football 90. Big up to all Football 90. We need to show some love to Chris Richards there, all Crystal Palace fans. And a massive thank you to 176 Weasel Tweezel Weasel. Look into my eye. If you know, you know. And definitely a big up and thank you to 353 TSD channel 67, Miss Penelope. For those of you who know, you know. Big up to Miss Penelope. Catch the bee. Stop it. Don't start that again. And so big up to Miss Penelope there. And to the Dwang. There was somebody else there. I saw somebody else there that I can't see it. Oh. There was another one. Oh, there's right at the end. Sorry. Massive thank you there again to Ozan Kabak. Thank you very much. And a massive thank you to YP. I'm just going to call it YP. Thank you very much for dropping in right at the end there. Right, ladies and gentlemen, commiserations to both Portugal and to the USA. But they got to the last 32, last 16, and building foundations, building blocks for the future for each national side there. I think Portugal should be proud of what they've achieved, and also the USA national, all their players there. I think they should all be proud of what they tried to achieve. No one likes to go out of a competition. It's how you go out. Sometimes if you don't perform how you thought you would have performed, I expect the Portuguese players will think, oh, we had a few chances against Spain there towards the end of the match. And there'll be definitely quite a few USA players who will be thinking, how did that go wrong so bad? They could have done better. They know it's a team sport. I hope someone is giving a big hug to Chris Richards, an absolute gentleman on and off the pitch representing Crystal Palace. He's always got time for the fans. So I hope someone's grabbing him and telling him, look, man, you're in the World Cup. You were that much distance away from getting into the quarterfinals. Next time, get to the final of the World Cup. That's how it is, and he'll be fine. Chris Richards will be fine. I've seen Chris Richards play for Crystal Palace with bandages on his head, with blood coming down the side of his head, and he just gets some of it. He's a soldier. So I'm sure he'll be fine, but I'm sure he's hurting right now. I'm hurting for him right now. Real talk. And next up, as I said, it's going to be Argentina versus Egypt. My prediction is Argentina 1, Egypt 2. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first at Diego C. Palace. And then afterwards is Switzerland versus Colombia. I'm going for Switzerland 0, Colombia 2. Vamos Colombia. So I think that'll be it. And then once those are done, then I'll do predictions for France versus Morocco. Let me just go back to the fixtures quickly because I want to go. Got things to do. Right, Wednesday there is no more football. Oh my days! They're already starting qualifying for the Champions League. Oh my days! UEFA Conference League qualifications already starting. First round. How can they be doing those qualifications when the World Cup's not even finished? That's ridiculous. The under 19s is still going on. That looks like a good tournament. I don't know where you can actually see that one. Right, so on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, there is no more World Cup. But then on Thursday is the first of the quarterfinals, France versus Morocco. What I might do is on when. Oh, no, it's not today. Is today. Today is Tuesday. So I mean tomorrow. Yeah. So Wednesday there's no World Cup, and then Thursday is the first of the quarterfinals. That means on Friday there's going to be Friday. There's another one. Spain versus Belgium. And then Saturday, of course, is Norway versus England, and then on Sunday, it's the last of the quarterfinals. I'm saying, on heart and heart, I'm thinking it will be Argentina versus Colombia. So, but as I say, my prediction is Argentina 1, Egypt 2, and Switzerland 0, Colombia. Switzerland 0, Colombia 2. So I'm saying on Sunday it will be Colombia versus Egypt. Well, anyway, whichever match it is, it's going to be a brilliant match. So it looks like, yeah, Argentina versus Egypt. That's how I'm going for my predictions there, people. And we'll take it from there. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe. Oh, thank you very much for getting me over 5 likes. Anything over 5 likes, that's amazing. Thank you very much. I'm just going to quickly click into. There's some great shots there of Mauricio Pochettino looking after his players there. It didn't work out for them today. I'm just seeing if there's any more news on Chris Richards. I hope he's all right. He just wasn't meant to be, but it's just they'll bounce back. It's a building foundation of any national side, and it's how they build them, how they pick themselves up, and how they move on. Especially the youngsters, in my opinion. And last of all, before I knock off, I just want to see if there's anything to do with Crystal Palace linked in the transfer window. I don't know why I click these things at the end of the day, because you can ruin your day literally. Let's have a look here. Good, there's nothing about Crystal Palace linked to anything. Oh, Arsenal. No, but this won't be it. Apparently, Arsenal might go in for Awan Bissaka. Well, if they land him, they're getting a good defender. I'll tell you that much. It looks like Ben White might be leaving Arsenal. So the Trossard is leaving, or has left their side. And if they're going for Awan Bissaka, so I hope they don't come in for any of our players. Oh my God. Give me a heart attack. Where did they get these links from? They're trying to say that Atletico Madrid might go in for Mo Salah. He's not going anywhere there to Spain. I don't think so. Well, he's still in the World Cup. You never know. And good, good. There is nothing there for Crystal Palace. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Having said that, before I went on live, I saw this link linking Adam Alton to Real Madrid, and I was like, oh, but nothing serious. But that is a worry, because where there is smoke, there might be a fire developing somewhere. And when clubs like Barcelona and Real Madrid come calling, boy, boy, don't get me started. I just don't want to lose Adam Alton, but oh, my head hurts. My head hurts. I also saw a link somewhere about Kobe Mainoo been leaving Manchester United, and I don't want that to happen, because if that happens, they're definitely going to look for more. They're already looking for midfielders replacements after losing out to some targets to Tottenham Hotspur, and in my opinion, if Adam Moulton does leave Crystal Palace, he will either land at Liverpool or Manchester United. But if Real Madrid come into the picture, that's a completely different kettle of fish. We also walked Gordon from Newcastle to Barcelona. Man, don't let me see something like that. Oh, my head hurts. My head hurts. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. Right. I'm going to call it a night. As I say, commiserations, unlucky there. Not unlucky there. I think they've had a good World Cup. It's just come to an end. To both Portugal fans out there and to USA fans out there. There will be players that are aging from your national squads. You've got to move them out, and you've got to keep pushing the youngsters, pushing their levels at club level and at international levels. And as I say, the next World Cup is going to be co-hosted by Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. So you can probably see a different type of Portugal side next time around. I think Portugal should get rid of Martinez, their manager. I just don't rate him. I wouldn't have him at Crystal Palace. No, no. So yeah, who knows? Maybe Jose Mourinho might be the manager for Portugal. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen, for the next World Cup. It wouldn't surprise me. But we have heard recently that Jurgen Klopp has become the manager of the Deutschland, of Germany. And now that is an eye-raising appointment, because make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, Jurgen Klopp will get a different tune and a finer score, if you like, using terminology of music, out of the wealth of talent that Germany are transitioning and bringing out at the moment. And it'd be interesting to see how well Germany does under Jurgen Klopp in the European competition coming up in 2 years' time, which I've heard apparently that they're going to make way, and they're not going to introduce UEFA. Remember, FIFA and UEFA are kind of a loggerhead sometimes against each other. They're not going to use their hydration breaks in the European competitions. That hasn't kicked off. When you got 80,000 or 50,000 people booing for 2 or 3 minutes, they're not going to buy anything. They're not going to spend their money, even if there might be sponsors that want to use up that time. It's just one half and two halves. That's all you need. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I've thanked everyone in the chat, and I'm just trying to see what else I've got to do quickly. Fixtures. Yeah, Argentina versus Egypt. I am saying it's going to be Argentina 1, Egypt 2. There, that's going to be a shock for the system. They barely scraped through Argentina, past Cape Verde. And although Cape Verde are out of the World Cup, I think they won the hearts of the world football community thus far. Because I tell you what, that performance by the England players at Mexico City, that took some brawn and some courage to pull that performance out. And yeah, congratulations to Tuchel getting that over the line. And then the next one, the last of the last 16 matches, it is none other than Switzerland versus Colombia. I'm going for Switzerland 0, Colombia 2. That's my prediction. So then that will fill the last quarterfinal slot, which will be my prediction of Colombia versus Egypt. That will be played towards the end of the week. So that will be scenes there. I'm just checking to see if there's any more news on Chris Richards. I hope he's okay. I can't see any more, but I think he's all right. For the squad in depth, that both Portugal and the USA have at the disposal of their managers, um, I think they've done really well to get to this stage of the competition. But I expect both national sides of the USA and Portugal would have liked to have got to the quarterfinals. They've got to the knockout stages. They just needed a bit more squad in depth in the national selection, and it just wasn't meant to be for either of those two sides. And if you look at Belgium, they actually won with youngsters. They actually won with youngsters today. Rudy Garcia, the manager there for Belgium, he he selected Dikel Ferrer, sorry, I should spell his name, over Lukaku. He didn't start Kevin De Bruyne. He didn't start Jeremy Doku. He went with youngsters to 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 switch it a bit, and they were better. They were more hungry, and he clicked for them today against the US. For the US, they were it just wasn't meant to be. Trossard was the exception there, of course, in the first half for Belgium. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It's now 211 minutes, so that's good. That's good. Thank you for watching, everyone. A massive thank you. Oh my God, thank you for over 5 likes. That's amazing. Anything near 5 likes, that's sort of my target. Thank you very much, and thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the comments, everyone, and a massive thank you to all the new subscribers recently. And if you haven't subscribed at Diego C. Palace, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Drop a like and set the notification bell on. Commiserations, United States, the USA. Commiserations to Portugal and Belgium are through. And I'm so tired now. I can't even think. Belgium are through, and Spain are through to the quarterfinals. So, but it's about building. I think both the USA and Portugal will come back stronger in the next competitions that they feature at national sides. it's building blocks, building foundations, and I think they'll come through in the next competitions. But as for this World Cup, the FIFA 2026 World Cup competition, next up is Argentina versus Egypt. I'm going for Argentina 1, Egypt 2, Switzerland 0, Colombia 2 to get into that final slot there for the quarterfinals, which I deemed it to be Colombia versus Argentina. Imagine this, Colombia versus Egypt. Imagine the scenes if that was to happen. I think the final will be either France or Spain on that side of the draw to get to the final. So maybe that will be the semi-final, France or Spain, and on this side it will be either England or Colombia to get to the semi-final. That will be the semi-final, and then the final, I don't know. But watch out for Belgium. They're using youth and a mixed combinations of established players, and they still had loads of talent on the bench. So it's about the coaches, the coaching staff, who utilizes their squad in depth the better. Which side starts the competitive knockout stages now that they're in? Of course, there's still a couple of matches in the last 16 and in the quarterfinals. Who utilizes them the better as those knockout games happened, and also how the crowd respond to it. The next match is going to be Atlanta, Argentina versus Egypt. And then the one after that is in Vancouver, Switzerland versus Colombia. How do the crowd get behind the Switzerland fans, the Colombian fans? And then Atlanta, Argentina versus Egypt. How do they feature into the match? If you notice today, when the USA got that equaliser, that stadium in Seattle, it just went up. The decibels just went up the roof. No, it hasn't got a roof, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. And then the other quarterfinals, they're going to be held. They're not going to be held at some mad hours like the England-Mexico game. Mad. The first of the quarterfinals will be held between France and Morocco in Boston. That's a 9 p.m. kickoff. And then the next one, Spain versus Belgium. That's in LA, in Los Angeles. So that shouldn't be affected by the weather. Either of those two, I don't think. Miami versus... In Miami at 10 p.m. is going to be Norway versus England. So that's going to be warm there, surely. And then the last one of all, Kansas City. I think it'll be Colombia versus Egypt. But it could be, if Argentina start well and finish well, it could be Argentina versus Colombia. But yeah, don't underestimate Switzerland. Switzerland are also a good side. So that's that, and that's going to be in Kansas at 2 a.m. Why are they doing it 2 a.m. for? Oh, but it's a Sunday. All right, it's a Sunday. And then obviously we go into the semi-finals after that. Right, thank you very much, everyone. Let's make sure there's no more chats. Good. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And I just want to quickly check, because I'm really worried about Chris Richards. I hope he's all right. Let me just refresh this. Yeah. No, that's good. Mauricio Pochettino went out there and he grabbed hold of all of his players. I noticed that when Cristiano Ronaldo left the pitch after the Portugal loss, no one really went over there to give him a hug. I think people are maybe scared of him. Of course, he's such an imposing status within world football. But it is what it is. Thank you very much, everyone. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And thank you very much. Anyone who subscribed recently to Diego C. Palace, you're all absolutely amazing. Thank you. What you like. Thank you to all the comments in the chat. Um, take care. Good night, or I should say good morning, because it's 4 a.m. here. Very a.m. here in the UK. Thank you for watching, and thank you for getting me over 5 likes. Take care, everyone. Catch you up on the next one. Good night. Or good morning. Good morning. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.